Live.
Hey everyone, we're live. Welcome to the
Greetings,
YouTube, and welcome once again to another stream that ill-advisedly put me in it.
This stream is brought to you by 10 gigs. 10 gigs. Go fuck yourself.
And
Well, I mean,
that's
you're
what
not
happens when you ask too many people to do your intro for you.
Internet AIDS. That's what happens.
Nice.
Fucking
That's why we don't bring.
schmeckle.
That's why Jeff and I don't bring our guests on until like after about 20 minutes at least. We're like, all right, we're gonna get things going here. Hey, that's good. All right, cool, good to go. All right, let's keep going here. Now we'll bring them in. Okay.
We should start doing that, Schmeckle, but that would require you to be only semi-drunk
Yeah,
when you start streams, I would have to host, or I'd have to run the channel.
Wizard of Cause. When is the YouTube Saints for Red Robot?
Don't presume.
Phantom.
Some kind of input on my motherfucking format.
It's going to be the 30-second of
Run your happy ass over to OCS and learn how to pack your socks in your top drawer.
I
I'm not in
realized
OCS.
we had the white YouTuber here.
Oh, the white
Todd.
One do collab, one do collab, one do collab, one do collab.
So anyway, the cunts we have tonight are me, the co-host. You know them. I don't need to. You're on the cunt stream. You've heard of them before.
You know who we are.
Fuck us.
Please.
Then there's Red Robot. There's
Bring lube.
No, don't bring
Annie
it's less
Cronus,
fun.
there's Politipod. There's Wizard of Cause, the one guy here that you actually showed up to watch.
Yep.
The guy with the beard. I can't remember your name right now.
Teddy.
It's the reincarnated Roosevelt.
No,
I
it's
can't
the-
words apparently.
It's the,
I'm the guy who
teddy
knows.
bear
Yeah.
from what's it called? Queer Kid stuff. That one.
And then there's some other guy.
It's the mutated clone though, like Wizard of Cause was telling us the other night.
Honestly, the best thing to ever come out of Queer Kid stuff has got to be Galactic Bubble's song.
I still think Jeff's parody of it with like Demonic Teddy is the best thing that came out of Queer
Oh
Kid
my
stuff.
gosh.
Oh, yeah, just
Sucks.
That would have
Jeff.
hurt my throat to do
More
that many takes of Demonic Titty.
I don't know. I was looking at pairing up with Renita Chan and doing straight kid stuff.
I'd like to ask this chat if anyone here has any talent. Please chop out me saying that he should suck Jeff's dick some more, and the bit where he said that would hurt my throat, and make something out of that.
I'm the Wrath of Controversy, and I approve this memeage.
Who the fuck are you?
Fucking do it.
Yeah, all right, so we've got.
And that does it for the cunt stream on this Monday night.
And that's what we've got tonight, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Go fuck yourself.
Fucking join me and shit. You know, it's fucking. Oh, it was a great time. God damn it, great time. Oh.
It's a Monday night? Jesus Christ, we must have sobered up and forgot what day of the week it is.
Wait a minute, it's a mundane night.
By
Uh,
the way, I'd like to encourage everyone all
In the corner with you.
18. God damn. Oh my god. Okay, I'd like to encourage all 18 people to go over to Mundane Matt's stream and convince all of his viewers to come over here.
Yes.
Yes, but he should say, "Stay the fuck here. Stay here." Go on his shit and have his shit muted. You don't need to hear.
I
what
can open
YouTube.
multiple tabs, motherfucker. Yeah, just give him
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be a
Just harass
lazy
the shit out of
cunt.
him.
Tabs.
I'm just saying.
You're saying?
I guess this is
Super
actually
Saiyan?
where we are starting the rivalry between the cunt stream and Mundane Matt. That Mundane Matt will never hear about or care about.
This is true.
Hey guys,
This is
how much
also
that's more interesting? Go here.
We've officially declared war with Mundane Matt, not that he gives a fuck.
Yeah, Mundane
It's
Matt.
basically
Fuck
it's
you.
like watching Sealand declare war on Germany.
They say, should we succeed in this invasion? We're coming for you next, PewDiePie.
You don't want to hear my opinion on PewDiePie. Fuck
No,
that.
I mean, I
much.
was great. I graciously offered PewDiePie the opportunity to, do a guest video on my channel and, get some subs out of it, but he never got back to me. So I guess he's just not taking YouTube all that seriously.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, clearly he's just not that interested in growing at this point. Like,
Well, you know he's racist, right?
He's given up.
Well, that's why I wanted to bring him on. Is I wanted to interview him and find out what the alt-right really stands for, because clearly he's their leader.
Damn
Oh, yeah.
realist.
By the way, I shot the link to Logic, so don't be surprised when he doesn't show up.
I went-
with bated breath for him to not show up.
I went to the first black guy I saw and found out that's not Sargon.
Right? like I mistook 3 black guys for Sargon today, and none of them were amused by it or knew what the fuck I was talking about.
Are you Sargon of Akkad? Is that some fucking racist term, boy?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Being racist.
Oh, that's up there with sugar.
I'm not gonna lie. I had
Black
to
man.
explain to my boss why I ran away for a couple hours. Literally ran. Like
Why'd you ran away?
because I called the guy Sargon of Akkad and he thought that meant nigger.
Oh my god. Sargon Akkad equals snigger now.
Hang on.
Are you trying to tell me it doesn't?
I just sat down to catch that comment. So what? Like I went to go find a lighter, and I come back, and this is all of a sudden real time with Bill Maher.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, if anyone has contact
that,
with Bill
no one
Maher, I
pays
will not say no to booting him out of the stream.
If Bill Maher comes on, he can only come on if he'll give me a smooch.
So the same rules we have for Coppercap. Got it.
Damn.
Exactly. I will treat him exactly like Coppercap.
So I have to ask, has Coppercap gone back to being a male, or is he still a female?
No, he identifies as Andy Kaufman-kin now.
That makes sense.
If you ask him, he's fluid.
I thought he identified as a
Milo.
He's Kaufman fluid now.
Only better.
I still remember back in my day when gender fluid just was something that you argued over who slept in the wet spot. I've been telling that joke for years and it never gets old.
I don't think it ever will.
As you say, that joke's kind of like wine. It's not that it gets old; it just gets better.
Unless it's shitty wine, in which case
It's like box wine.
It just goes all sweet and shit, and you don't really want to drink it.
No, it just ends
Like,
up being recycled on Andy Worski's channel.
Well, and apparently telling jokes is somehow sexist or triggering, and it just
It's like
makes
a
it much
fine
more-
box wine.
It becomes much more controversial, and it's even better for it.
Listen, the only difference between box wine and astronaut wine is taking the box apart. You can space bagging. You never space bagged?
Yep.
No, no, I don't.
Fucking no, you walk around carrying this bag of alcohol like it's a fucking bagpipe. And you just go to
And
town.
you're the one that ends up going,
and it's surprising in the same way in that the blowing doesn't happen when you think it does. It's not what it's just what it's just what allows it to keep going.
Well, and the best thing about it is just like bagpipes, you end up singing at Irish weddings and funerals inappropriately.
I honestly can't even count the number of weddings and funerals I've sung
and somehow a goat ends up being involved.
It's like you show up and you kind of look sad and you look around and you're like, maybe maybe one of these people want to come home with me. And then someone's like, excuse me, sir, this is a funeral. And you were like, whoa, is it? Oh, shit. Damn, I thought this was just a really boring nightclub.
Well, I mean, the dance floor is dead, but that's a whole different matter.
And I don't know
Why
what
do
the
you
DJ's
laugh
got
like
going
that?
on. I'm guessing that he's
Who
secretly
the
a
fuck is the
clown.
autist?
Yeah, I went to what I thought was a goth party, and it turns out it was a funeral. Still had a good time. Got really the hot chick with the black lipstick.
Actually, talking about
I don't know. She was a bit stiff with me.
No, this is the scary thing. Like in 20
But
years,
she got some cool scars.
we're gonna have people who shop for like funeral clothes at Hot Topic. And
Okay, so,
I feel like
speaking of funerals,
very large man. Why do you laugh like that?
That's colder than my dick after
I don't know why.
well, speaking
Sound
of
like
funerals,
a small animal.
so
Yeah.
Schmeckel, you tagged me in the link to watch this stream on Twitter, and I immediately dropped 3 followers. So
Oh,
see, I feared this would happen to Nick because he has like a lot of followers and people actually like him.
my subscribers are coming back, so I'm just guessing that no one knows.
It's because you came on the cunt stream just now. They all decided, oh, I guess he's an alright guy.
For some reason, people, I keep looking at my email and I keep finding these comments on like my latest videos, like, oh, dude, these kind of videos are great if you play them at like 1.5 to 2 times speed.
See, I like your videos because I actually think during them, where everyone else's is. I was kind of like, it'd be a lot better if I was watching it, but I'm not because I'm doing chores around the house while I'm watching my watch later.
I will admit, I do sometimes speed up your videos.
I know a lot of people seem to. I mean, as long as you keep clicking on them, it's fine.
Yeah,
Well, at least it's not like Teal Deer. I have to watch Teal Deer at almost double time.
You know, I actually found a way around that problem. I don't watch Teal Deer.
You just unsubscribe.
Hey, St. Clair wants to know if he can join.
Oh, fuck.
I
Same.
don't see why not.
Okay.
Which one's he?
God damn it!
He's another gay YouTuber, but he's the cool one. He
He's-
plays Yu-Gi-Oh.
He's
I
like if
know
Prince
it,
of
I
Queens
know it.
played Yu-Gi-Oh.
I've met him before.
That's true. He does play Yu-Gi-Oh quite a bit.
Yeah, get him in, sure.
Yeah, I mean, like,
He was the one that shaved his legs live on camera during one of my streams.
isn't
It's 'cause-
Okay, I remember him. Yeah, he's a good guy. Let him in.
Alright, it's Jordan.
It's like Lacey with shorter hair.
And also not a woman.
honestly,
No,
what-
very nearly viral Lacey.
So he looks like
Do not compare St. Clair to my angel.
like Mort from Family Guy.
all you gotta do is just invite 2 more people on here, and you'll have like you'll have the entirety of the audience in here because
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, people aren't spamming Monday Mad enough. I blame us.
Yeah, no, listen, I mean, I'm not here to I'm not here to flex like Paul Joseph Watson or TJ Kirk and point out the fact that I got, more subs, therefore I am automatically more credible, but I just kind of did that, didn't I? God damn it. This is like my commentary on Armored Skeptic last night. It's just, I don't
I
intend
love the humble brag.
well, that can happen once in a while.
No. To be fair, I mean, if people like your stuff, that does lend a little weight at least. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
if you're
No,
a
I
total
mean,
shitheel, then
It lends at least some weight
I really wasn't
to
sure about the whole
value. You
about
can't
being
use it when you're making
chemtrails
a
in the
point
sky.
in an argument.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure about the whole being like chemtrails in the sky and like the government using vaccines to put like gay autism into all of our kids. But then I looked at the subscriber count and I'm like, well,
Autism.
well, yeah, I say some. I'm not sure how significant it is, but it does matter a little. At least when you're entertaining or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the entertainment value, not so much.
Yeah, there you go. Entertainment value. I'm
Point.
well, like, I mean, do you guys know Gary Edwards?
No.
No.
Exactly. Brilliant fucking YouTuber. I like when like his shit is so intellectually stimulating. Like he legitimately like I'm pretty sure the dude's he was like a professor of philosophy or some shit. But
Oh shit!
no, I mean, yeah, he's straight up brilliant, and like I was watching his shit for ages, and then like started doing my own shit, and we streamed together one time on like Sargon's channel. That lasted fucking 6 hours, and now I look and I'm like, why do I have twice as many subscribers as this dude? He's like twice as smart as I am. Oh wait, this is YouTube. Smart doesn't mean goddamn thing.
That's what I thought before I
Well, if
passed Yogi
stupid
Access.
sells, I should be popular as fuck.
Yeah, but I don't get it, Wiz. You're not smart or pretty. What's your secret?
Here's the thing. It's like a meme at this point that people like send nudes.
Ooh, nudes?
That's how you get subscribers, dude.
My dude,
Oh,
put him away.
I really didn't fucking need that to happen. God damn it! I'm gonna pay more
Oh,
attention
come
to
on.
this.
We had to look at your balls. You can look at his
Fuck.
titty.
Those are bigger titties than my ex.
Well, I mean, he's not a tweaker.
Now do the
Pretty
truffle.
much by virtue of not being a tweaker, he has bigger titties than your ex.
Okay.
I'm amazed that motherfucker was mad.
Oh, yeah. How'd that whole her standing out on your patio thing flesh out after the stream was done?
Haven't heard. Well, no, I heard from her the next day where she said that she was going to sue me and call the cops on me, and never to mention her name or her username at Twitter, Tanda_2009, ever on air again.
Can we get that in the chat, please? Yes, St. Clair's not here, but Magog is. That's
There you go. There
Alright,
you go,
well-
guys. There's one for Politipod being cool.
Oh, come on. Any of us could have gotten Magog if we thought to invite him.
Hey, Magog.
If anybody gave a fuck.
Ass rape.
Ass rape. Ass rape.
Ass rape.
Ass rape.
Don't pander, Magog. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Be a fucking mark and pander to me.
Exactly.
I'll take pandering. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Just
What
do
about,
it.
Wait a minute. I thought I sent the
Magog.
link to Poe.
I'm really shallow.
Who?
Do you not watch Magog?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a gag. It's like his version of Teddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like
what
if
happened
Teddy
to the real-
were
here's
the
the
result
real
of necromancy.
Poe,
Oh wait, I
Only,
think Teddy is.
only
Poe.
like 1,000 times more funny.
Okay, we're full, so St. Clair can't get in. So
Yeah. Hey,
I'll head out here for you guys.
I was about to say I got shit to do, and then I got to hit the recharge pod. So
That's pretty funny.
I'll see you triggers later.
Been dropping
Have
out.
fun.
Rest in
Ramon.
health.
Yeah,
Au
I'll be down here in a
revoir,
little bit
Redeemed
anyways.
Thing, a Wiener Schnitzel, a
Catch you later, Ed.
long.
Au revoir, Shoshana.
Sure. Alright,
God
that's a good
damn, I'm
movie.
glad that
you
motherfucker-
fucking Nazi.
There you
Good
go,
fucking
St.
movie.
Clair. There's room for you now.
I'm not a Nazi. I'm just an exceptional detective.
Christoph Waltz is such a good actor.
So, how are you, Magog?
What? You drunk?
How are you?
What?
He's,
I was
pulling
gonna
a,
say,
sound
did
like
we
you
find
just
Little
had-
John by accident.
he's pulling a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You sound like you've been napping with Omegon.
Moist.
Oh, look at that fucking.
I
Jordan.
admit nothing.
There's some spooning going on there.
I am tired though, man.
Dude, you sound tired.
Yeah. Well, I it's not fun fucking cleaning 2-3 bedroom apartments till the fucking wee hours of the morning.
What are you moving out?
Why were you doing that?
It's my job.
Oh,
I clean apartments after people move out, and every now and again, my apartment manager will call us and be like, or call me up and be like, "I'm sorry to do this to you, but we literally have like people moving in tomorrow." Well, thanks for the heads up.
And see, that's why we need communism, so we can have central planning to avoid these sorts of problems.
God damn it, private. If it wasn't for
Straight up though, Magog, what's the best shit you've ever like found in an apartment?
Actually, I've had to trash out a couple apartments recently, and one person left behind a bunch of shit, and like they just basically took their furniture, like that was it, like their whole fucking house was still there, and I had to throw it all away. So I started keeping some of it, and dishes and stuff like that I didn't really keep, but I fucking they were nice. But the coolest thing I think I have found was a fucking. Have you guys ever heard of Yeti?
Yeah, dude,
Like-
fucking Yetis are awesome.
Like Yeti coolers?
This
guy left.
Oh yeah.
This guy left behind a fucking Yeti cooler and a Yeti
What the
koozie that you
fuck?
put your fucking beer in.
No.
Holy
Damn.
That's like fucking
awesome.
$500 worth of shit.
Yeah, I was like, fuck
you
yeah,
just
I'm
won the
taking it.
winter lottery.
That's the coolest thing I found. The worst thing I found was in one of the dude's bedrooms in the 3 bedrooms the 3-bedroom apartment that I just got done cleaning. Black man. These were like 3 fucking
sorry.
college students living together.
I
right?
do need to cut you off for a second. Again,
What?
chat, if you can get a clip of that where Wrath just went, damn, I would really like that for so many reasons.
Wow, it's not like you could have actually typed that in the chat, where the chat is
You
actually.
could have just told us because we're already watching.
Yeah, I was
Right?
gonna say you could have just typed that out, Schmeckle, like for real.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you're a cunt, but
the chat.
But that's kind of the point of the stream, isn't it?
Yeah. But those guys, they were like 3 dudes, like college dudes living together. You know, party animals. There were holes in the walls. You know, all kinds of shit that had to be patched up. But these guys left behind so much shit. And what the worst thing I found amongst the garbage tonight was a porn magazine with a used condom in it.
oh shit! No shit! You cleaned out my old apartment? Sorry, bro.
Trust me, I was wearing the fucking gloves, all the those big rubber gloves.
Oh, dude, I would have recommended a full-on hazmat suit. That is not the only
You better
question
just get your mop 4 on right now.
You didn't use a black light, did you?
Yeah, I used to do a
No.
residential demo and rehab, and we were like constantly having to go into these, the guys who were flipping the houses, they just buy these abandoned houses, and there were so many of. There was one where it was the size of a normal split level. You go into the basement though, and you're neck deep in just shit. We found fucking diamond earrings in there, fucking birth certificates, all kinds of random shit. My buddy Billy, who was basically the crew foreman, though, he comes out while we're on, like I'm having a smoke break. He's like, "Dude, what do I do with this? You think?" Comes out and he's just holding this like 12-inch floppy pink rubber cock. And I'm like, oh, you got to put that in Dave's truck next to his
Lunchbox.
screw gun. No, it's just like right under the seat, right up where he keeps his fucking screw gun. He just like, yeah, like, flip it under there. Fucking macho ass roid boy, fucking douchebag, house flipper reaches under like, oh shit, whoa, what? Why did I bring this from home? By the way, Dave, if you're watching, if you're one of the 20 people watching, fuck you.
Fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you, Dave. Dave's a douchebag.
Dave, you're a cunt.
Yeah. No amount
named
of blasting Godsmack from your fucking truck with dualies is gonna make up for the fact that you probably blew at least 2 dudes.
Don't worry. Everyone named Dave is kind of a.
I've blown at least two dudes, and I think Godsmack is awesome. What do you think about that?
God
I think
damn
you're
it,
a
Jordan.
cunt as well.
Jordan, why?
Okay, St. Clair, this is why there was a debate about inviting you.
Oh wait,
It
I
wasn't a
realized. I'm
debate.
2 for
We
2.
all said no.
Gayest shit I've ever heard. Godsmack's a terrible band.
It's
Well, I
almost
mean,
bad as Nickelback.
I was about to say, it's like there's always Nickelback.
I like
If at
Nickelback.
any point you think that your favorite band
What
is the
about
worst
Dog?
band ever,
You know who's worse than Nickelback? Fucking Daughtry.
Raph, you have somebody in the chat apologizing to you. Should we send him an invite so we can do it live?
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Who is it?
I mean, I'm not opposed to it as long as we kick Futter.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm never opposed to kicking Futter.
I apologize. I did not think you could. What?
I don't know who I enjoy booting more, Futter or Pod.
What was that?
I just met him today, and he seems pretty funny.
Who's
Oh yeah, you're getting the boot too.
Damn, son. What you do that to me?
That's fucking ice cold.
It's literally the worst thing ever. Jesus.
No, it's still not worse than the old cunt streams.
No, I was talking about my job.
No, that's still not worse than voluntarily watching the old cunt streams. It was 6 hours of us being awful. And not an entertaining version of awful.
So
We go about
basically
4
the
hours
same
at a
thing,
time
just
rather
less
than
time.
No, we had a couple that we literally ran out of time, and we were all too drunk to make it second one.
So
I don't
it's the same
remember.
thing,
those.
just longer.
Well, yes, dude. I don't think you were sober during the months that happened at any point. Like, you'd go to sleep drunk, somehow continue to get drunker while asleep, and wake up.
Oh, when I was working at the wine shop.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to
at a
that?
liquor store?
Not a liquor store. It was just a wine shop. We had wine and we had cider.
What's the worst job you've ever worked? Go.
I was
You were a fluffer. We get it. Next.
I was I was a maid for a little bit over at Mammoth Cave National Park.
What?
Can you put on the costume for me, Sam?
No,
I really do want to see you in a fucking.
I was working at the fucking log cabins at Mammoth Cave National Park. Motherfuckers are the nastiest people ever if you stay in the log cabin because people just like fucking piss everywhere. I found a fucking bloody tampon in the shower once. That was nice.
Ah, yeah, that's always a good time.
Oh, no, sweeping sand up in a sandblasting shop.
That's redundant.
I sold Kirby's for a week.
I sold Kirby's for 6 months.
You know, there's one time I joined the U.S. military. That was something.
Yeah, well, you know what the Navy, you know what Navy stands for, right?
Sam's got us beat for shitty jobs.
Never again volunteer yourself.
I mean, it's not as bad as the Marines.
My ass rides in Navy equipment safely.
You could be in the Navy.
No, the
That would be
Marines. The Marines are the Gaiman's department of the Navy.
You could be an Air Force member. It's okay.
No, Air Force is like the best job in government
Absolutely.
employment. You get call and get to work on your golf game. You get paid to work on your golf game.
All right, Magog?
Ellis.
Too many voices. I don't know what you're saying.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, we were talking about how easy it is to be in the Air Force.
Absolutely. 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Wear a nice blue suit. Sit behind a desk. Answer
That
phone
wasn't my
calls.
experience.
You got a cushy seat, you know.
My experience was 12-hour
Get
days.
called into
6
war, get killed by a Syrian surface-to-air missile.
6 days a week, and then convoys in Iraq.
I think you guys overestimate how many fucking pilots we
And
actually
then-
have.
And then crippling injury, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that too.
Or,
He broke his.
not, I guess,
He
crippling,
broke his.
but
He broke his
debilitating.
cock.
Close enough.
Who are you and what have you done to my dog?
Cock six.
Tonight, I am not Magog. Tonight, I am tired. Janitor man.
Nice to meet you, Sarah Janitor, man.
Your throat is sore.
Oh God, it's the one janitor.
Excuse me, Private Wilson.
Now, my worst job had to have been because I've been a janitor a long time, actually, like before the military and after. And I like subcontracting. I like not having a boss. But one time I took a contract at a special needs school, and I had to clean the special needs school after the kids.
I'm sorry, I have to pull attention to the chat. Liz Reptile just said, Wizard of Cause and Schmeckel jumped onto my drunk stream last night, and it was so epic.
I have no memory of doing that.
Nothing that
You're
does is
confusing
epic.
me with Jeff Holiday. I jumped in, but it was the two of them that made it epic.
I have absolutely no memory.
Actually,
Apparently,
Wait a minute. So I'm the one that sucks Jeff's dick, apparently.
And no. I'm just obviously now you've seen both of our appearances. It's easy for a drunk like Liz to confuse the two long-haired white guys.
hey, Speckle. Before I get kicked, fuck you. I'm going home.
Oh.
That took so much satisfaction out of my night. I really wanted to boot him. The funniest thing is Liz isn't coming in. And even if she was, there was still room.
Ice. Honestly, actually, there's the director of one of the films I was in, Amy in a Cage, available on iTunes and Amazon. Is in the chat, so he's not chatting, but he's in there now. So,
well, bring him in.
Hello, Amy and the Cage person.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but they're welcome.
It's like, hey, person who directed a movie, come here and direct a conversation.
Well, the motherfucker got to direct Crispin Glover, who is awesome dude, but is, as I'm told, every ounce as weird as you
Who
think.
the fuck is that?
Is Marty
Crispin
McFly.
Glover?
Crispin Glover. Come on.
Dude.
Fucking Willard.
You're going over my head, man.
You don't remember that fucking movie where he like talks to
man.
rats?
No,
Well,
I've never seen
my
Willard.
vote is Pod is the next person kicked for space.
I
You don't need any space, but I
kick
might.
the fucking pedophile, not me.
He's Marty McFly's dad. I mean,
Oh,
seriously.
okay. Now I
Crispin
know.
Glover.
Now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's also in the Wonderland movies. He's the guy with the eye
he's
patch on.
Yeah, and he's in American Gods right now, which makes me
Reboot.
fuck.
Reboot.
Yeah, Wizard.
You might need a 5.
Reboot the devil.
I haven't been. I watched like 4 episodes of American Gods, and I was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm done."
So, Wrath, how do you like that Max Bear dick pic? What was your
You missed it.
We can't hear you.
What? You muted yourself.
Whoops. I regret following him on Twitter. That's how that is. Max Burr. Don't follow him on Twitter. You will regret it immediately.
Oh, come on, Huru. Just fucking jump into the goddamn stream already. I mean, like, I know you're terrified of the 28 people who are watching, but for fuck's sake.
Yeah, they all buy it. Since they're our fans. We know they all buy it.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, one of the directors I've worked with, he's watching right now.
Oh, okay. Right.
Actually, the next interestingly enough,
idiot.
Magog, the next film that he wants to produce is actually about wizards. So
that would be interesting.
yeah. Well, I mean, he's got a role for me written, and I'm actually apparently supposed to get a couple scenes with Crispin potentially, which would be interesting.
Sure.
It's all fuck. But I've been trying to convince him to like throw something at Jeff. I'm like, this dude looks like a wizard. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not much of an actor, so.
Well.
Believe in yourself, buddy.
Dude, you're so full of shit. Your eyes are turning brown.
No, I mean, I created this character, so it's easy for me to act. But if somebody were to give me like another character, I don't think I could do it. Like,
he would just turn into a Magog proxy.
Yeah, no, I'm just better at playing characters. Like I'm like a kid, you know. Like it's just I'm doing pretend land. That's what this is. It's I'm not sitting here going. I have no classical acting background. I've never been on stage.
I've never been on.
Turn your character into a show.
I actually have been on stage. It's been years.
The fucking stage work, like as a film actor, fucking stage work is terrifying. Because you've got one chance to get it fucking right, and if you fuck it up or you forget your lines, you can't just go back to your mark and start over again. You have to just carry that shit.
Oh, sure you can. It's just cringy as fuck.
I just realized this is the first time we've had St. Clair or the
Teddy
bearded guy, Teddy, on the cunt stream.
Oh fuck! Samaj isn't here. It's your turn.
Do we have to go through the initiation now?
Oh, yes.
We have a question for you.
All right.
Oh shit! Do I have to do it?
I was gonna start speaking. Don't worry, I got this.
Oh, for the love of God!
Just don't
do that. Don't do that.
Thank you. See what you did, Teddy? You made me agree with St. Clair.
Next thing you know, it's gonna be fucking. Next thing you know, fucking country beer's gonna be shaving his legs.
Was that guy just waiting for me to do the dog voice?
Magog, why did you not do your line there? Like,
what? Straight.
No, the other line.
That is a man.
There is tons of other lines.
No, that is a man, you dumb cunt.
It's out of context. We'd have to be talking about something.
No. When he did the creepy giggle, that would have been perfect.
That reminds me. That line there, that idea I messaged you about, remind me to message you about it.
I just noticed that.
Make sure you message him multiple times.
This is the first time I've been on a stream with both Schmeckel and Magog. Sometime in the future, you two really need to be taken to task for that video you did on Prager, because that was fucking embarrassingly bad.
You're a fucking idiot. That was Jim the Ape.
Oh yeah,
that was not me.
Yeah, I was gonna say St. Clair.
I got you two mixed up.
Well, Jim would be very offended at that.
Monkeys.
Yeah, they both look
gorillas. How many fucking gorilla YouTubers are there?
Jim the Ape.
Well, you have me, Samaj, Schmeckel, Jim the Ape, and Naked Ape.
Stop trying to appropriate my culture.
Shut the fuck up. That you saw my picture, okay? You saw it.
I've also
It's
seen
really bad.
I've seen you.
St. Clair,
Why?
St. Clair, do you seriously still have a bug up your ass about that?
Oh yeah, that was really bad.
Why?
He gets these inklings. He's kind of like Mycroft in that way.
That motherfucker in the video was like, if there wasn't a Judeo-Christian God, murder would just be an opinion. Go fuck yourself. Really? Really?
He's not exactly wrong. I think that even if there was,
he is wrong, though.
He's wrong.
There are plenty of other
That's the
religions
evil
that say
version that it
murder is
needs to
bad.
be a Judeo-Christian God.
I mean,
Oh,
I was gonna say,
requires
find me
a
a
lot of
Buddhist that says murder's okay.
Most of
here's the
fucking
thing:
gods
he made
that
a bunch
are
of
the
assertions
ones-
that required a lot more explanation than he gave.
Maybe Jim the Ape. I was just there for the jokes.
I haven't seen the video,
You're
but
just completely fucking useless then.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
Aztecs didn't
You know I
know.
love you. You know I love you.
No, give me a hug. Give me a hug.
Ever since the Rosa Mocha stream. That was the first stream I appeared on in all
Rosa
my makeup.
Mocha?
Rosa Mocha.
Yeah, that's what I call her. She's a
Oh,
lunatic
okay.
now, but she's Mocha Rosa. I
Hey,
just
look,
call her Rosa
copycats.
Mocha.
Rosary, I think.
All right, Goldfish. You guys had a question to ask.
Yes. Lacey Green or Anita Sarkeesian, you got to stick your dick inside one of them,
Lacey.
unprotected. Lacey, who said that? Get out.
I've thought about this before.
Wait, have we already asked you this, or did you
We
just
asked
think
St. Clair
on
this
your own?
months ago.
Yeah.
I can't fucking remember who we've had.
You should
on.
really give up on this because, like,
Oh,
Anita
yeah.
Sarkeesian is, like, completely, like,
By the way, this is who.
Yeah, we need a new
Lacey
question.
has a much better. Lacey has
Last
a much
time
better
we did
body
ask a
type.
different question.
Yeah,
Lacey Green,
He needs
Chris
to know.
Reagan.
This is his like first live stream ever. You need to give Huru there the question.
All right,
Hey,
all right,
hey,
Huru.
hey,
So
forget it.
you got to put your dick in either Lacey Green or Anita Sarkeesian. No lube to completion. No lube, no condom. I'm fucking it up for you. Who you gonna do and why? Go.
By the way, welcome to the world of live streaming on YouTube. Now,
no, this is just the country.
No. Every live stream will ask you uncomfortable sexual questions. That's just a fact of the life.
Hey, boys, you ever play Gay Chicken?
Gay chicken ain't no game, boy.
This ain't no game.
Gay chicken is life.
Gay Chicken. I'll go balls deep in your asshole before I lose a game of Gay Chicken.
And you guys didn't want to invite me.
Is it Tuesday already?
I'm still not sure why we did, but
I don't know. Everybody seems to like me, but nobody seems to understand why.
This is true.
You're kind of
Jo-
like David
Jordan
Tennant's
is-
acting. No one understands why they like it, but everyone claims to.
no, I'm sorry. I'm not convinced they like you yet.
It's like classical liberalism. Everybody claims to like it, but nobody can really explain why.
Sell yourself to me. Why should I like you?
Because
I
he
don't
is a
think you should.
QT.
Exactly. I
The
feel
only
like
reason you should like me is if I can prove myself useful to you.
Well,
Okay,
I,
how
think
good
I have a
is
butt for my
that?
gay jokes now.
I would probably go for Lacey Green only so he could get closer to Chris Reagan.
You know,
I knew there was a
I'm gay.
reason.
You know, I'm gay, and I would still fuck Lacey over Chris.
That's fucked up.
He's not cute. He's not.
So, new guy. Who
He's
are
like
you?
he's like Spinosaurus had a kid with fucking
St. Clair. St. Clair. I'm asking the new guy a question.
What's up? How's
Who
it
the
going?
fuck are you?
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I'm Jackson.
That's Huru. The guy I was telling you about. He's the director of that movie.
It's Peter Jackson, everyone.
He made
Lord of the Rings.
he made a
Lord of the
fucking
Rings.
he made a movie entirely funded with Bitcoin.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like so.
Wait,
Peter,
what?
I gotta ask you something.
What's up with the
Why did
fucking
you start the
glasses?
killing Sean Bean trend? What did Sean Bean do to you?
Yeah, actually, Peter Jackson started. He looks a lot like me too, and he's from Australia. And yeah, that's about all I got to say on that.
Australia?
So no answer on why Sean Bean
New
has to die in
Zealand,
every
I believe.
movie now.
No, well, here's the thing. Before Sean Bean died in every movie, Sean Bean's thing was he betrayed someone and then died, and then sometimes didn't even like die. But like, think about it. You know, you've got what? You got Ronin. You've got what was that? That Gun Fu film with Christian Bale.
Equilibrium. That was a good one.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I mean, like, yeah.
He was also the bad guy in GoldenEye.
Exactly, GoldenEye. That was the first time I'd ever really actually seen him. But like for the longest time, I'm like, I'd see Sean Bean, and I'm like, that motherfucker's gonna betray everyone and then die. And now he's just kind of transcended. Now he just dies.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And then there was National Treasure, where he got outsmarted by Nicolas Cage, which, in my opinion, is cinematically a fate worse than death.
That's true.
If you asked Sean Bean that, he'd probably be like, it was a paycheck.
He was in Ronin. And
Like, when did the trend start, Sean? When did the trend of you dying start? Oh, about the same time that I no longer had to worry about keeping the lights on.
No, I'm thinking he found the secret to top billing without having to shoot very many scenes, is get killed in the movie.
Oh, wait. Everyone shut the fuck up. Liz is sick. I want to hear how bad she sounds.
I don't sound that bad.
Oh, she sounds like her normal tranny self.
I took a shitload of Sudafed and got my morphine, and so I'm jacked up on fucking painkillers and fucking Sudafed today. I am
Yes, we get it. You're on meth.
I am not.
You look like a lot of my friends who also take morphine.
Recreationally.
I do not take it recreationally, unfortunately.
Yeah, she uses the real stuff, heroin. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's not recreational. It's a habit.
It's not recreational. It's anally.
Wait,
She has glaucoma.
Liz,
I thought I was the one doing anal to her.
Why did you come onto this stream if you didn't want to hear drug jokes?
no, that's why you always say that.
You're doped up right now. Of course, we're gonna do drug.
Hey, why do you think he's making drug jokes? He can relate.
I'm still high on Pine Sol. Okay, fuck off.
Yeah, he stabbed himself on something in somebody's apartment today. So.
Yeah, I probably gotta have a tetanus shot.
I had a
got
friend
the heroin
that
needle.
Guy, can I have your shit?
Bacteria from that shit, and had to have like a lot of his arm removed. Like,
So-
be careful. Clean your wound.
So just real quick, Liz, just to refresh. Well, I'm not even gonna call it memory at this point. But so I ended up in your stream last night.
Yes, you and what happened was right after you guys said that you could possibly be up for an after show, so I went on to Skype. I tossed you guys a link.
The only
You
thing I
guys
remember.
jumped on, and
The only thing I remember from last night is that like my chair fell over at some point, and then also there was also I do remember I just kept drinking that cheap scotch, and I ended up calling Spinosaurus Ken and just yelling at him for like an hour or two. I don't even remember why, but apparently that
There's
happened.
many reasons
he
why.
started the stream by saying nigger, 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 what?
Who did that?
And we did, because we were just wanted to.
No,
you, Jeff, and myself.
I did that.
And it was funny. But then Jeff went on a 15-minute diatribe of the proper way and reasons to use the word nigger. And then he turned into a pumpkin and like fell off the stream. You hung out for a little while longer. You laughed.
You showed up
and
immediately when I
giggled, and it was
you
funny.
left when I showed up.
Which one of you guys came to my stream last
Well,
night?
apparently no. Apparently I park cooked a burrito last night too, and I was like, "This is gonna be great," and then I didn't actually cook it all the way. I'm like, "This was a bad idea."
Cook a burrito.
Hey, Schmeckel, didn't he come on my stream?
3 fucking minutes.
Schmeckel, didn't he come on my stream last night too?
Was I on your stream last night?
You were, I think. Yeah, you were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we talking about past streams on a current stream?
I don't care.
Because
Hey, new guy,
night.
guy. Tell us about your wizard movie.
Oh, if I told you about that, it would take hours. It's so cool.
No, even better. Tell us about the glasses.
No, these are cool. These are my Harry Potter wizard glasses.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's doing a wizard movie. He's got Harry Potter glasses. I don't know how you're not making the correlation.
And a magical currency called Bitcoin.
He's a method director, you see.
Well, it's Ethereum now.
Did you just call him a method director?
Bitcoin was 2012.
No, that's Liz. No, okay, so I do have some small spoilers from his upcoming movie. Harry Potter and all his wizard friends went straight to hell for practicing witchcraft.
No, the fucking real spoiler is that, like, you know, once Harry discovers what the Horcruxes are, Han Solo dies.
Oh.
No, well, actually, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you're open to talk about it. Or do you want to sort of explain what happened to the other film idea, which Mercedes Carrera was partially interested in?
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, dude.
Christ. I don't see it.
No. You guys are gonna dig this.
All our cash lined up. We got a cool cast.
She looks like
amazing cast for a movie. $5 million budget, and then these producers came in. These producers are total hardcore militant feminists, and they're like, you gotta make all the women like these badass warriors, and all the men you gotta strip all their nuance and make them into like idiots, you know.
Yeah, he had this. It was a whole story about gypsies and like some kind of like crazy fucking like magic shit with like, you know, the main villain was like this religious this like Catholic fucking bishop or some shit like that, and he comes to them with this like really interesting fucking like period piece, effectively like suspense action period piece. And they're like, oh, we love it. We'll totally get the budget. Now we just need you to turn this entire film into X-Men for women.
I really wish somebody would make a movie about the Louvière convent.
Don't give him more ideas. Motherfucker still got.
Hey, Schmeckle, what were you gonna say?
That's an amazing story. It's true.
I know, but like last thing I need is like, you know, like I haven't been on screen. I haven't been on camera in like 3 years. In fact, Amy in a Cage was the last film I did. And
you were on camera a couple days ago.
I
saw you.
He was an extra.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't. I did extra work on one of Spike Lee's films, and I ended up just talking comic books with his brother for like
I can't believe you're actually an actor. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you were just fooling around.
So you were talking to his brother Broccoli, right?
Wow,
Wizard
a
is
whole
the real deal. Talk garbage like the rest of us.
Right.
Well, actually, him and maybe Magog. He's an artist or some shit.
Wizard. So
What?
you were talking to his brother Broccoli, right?
Is that his name? I didn't even get the dude's name. We were just
I
talking
don't
about.
know. I was just making a vegetable joke.
Well, no, the funniest thing about that though was actually what's his name? Josh.
Peck.
What's the motherfucker's name? He was in Spike Lee's Old Boy. Josh.
Brolin.
Brolin, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, normally you're on a big film set, and like, you know, the A-list stars or whatever, like the name stars, like lunchtime comes around, they go like either off to some fancy fucking restaurant, or they go off to eat with like the director and the other whatever. I'm standing in line. I'm background, so whenever I go to craft services, I like to let everybody else take their food first. That way, everything that is remaining is just mine. I could just take all the fish. I could take all the steak, whatever. And so I'm last in line, or at least I thought so. And I see in my peripheral, there's just a dude dressed in gray, like a short dude dressed all in gray. So I glance over real quick, and his sure shit, dude's just in like gray sweats, and his face is painted up like he's dead or something. And then I look again, and it's Josh Brolin. He's getting his lunch from the same line everybody else is. He's like, hey man, how's it going? I'm like, oh, how's it going? I get my food, go back to like the pen where all the crew and background eat, and Brolin just follows suit. He just comes in and sits with the rest of us plebs, and then like he's sitting at our table just eating lunch with us, and he's like, man, I fucking love New Orleans. You guys have the best fucking cocaine anywhere, I swear.
Jesus. Anyways, guys,
man.
I gotta get out of here. I got fucking work in the morning. So thanks for having me on, man.
Bye, Felicia.
Oh,
anytime, cunt.
Michael, what were you gonna say before?
Just that I wasn't on your stream last night. I couldn't have been. I was on like multiple other streams that weren't yours.
Maybe it was the night before. I don't know. The fucking days are running together. I've been getting like 0 sleep.
You were on a stream for a few minutes with him when you jumped on and said something the other day. God damn it, where was it? I was there. You jumped on and then you left.
Your brain is fried.
Yeah, there's so many streams. They start all becoming just one gigantic long stream.
It's because everyone migrates from one to another like a flock of fucking seagulls.
Liz is high as shit right now.
That's only because I haven't taken my medicine in 2 weeks, and because I purposefully went off of it to
It had
clean
to
my
be last
system
night.
out.
You know, I remember calling cocaine, man.
It had to be last night because we were playing Quiplash.
No, I was on with Liz last night.
And I wasn't playing Quiplash last night because I was sick.
You're right.
So-
Okay.
I have no memory of that.
Yeah.
No,
we're-
Well,
no
I know I was
Quiplash.
on. I was on with Very Nearly Viral, missing.
That's right.
on-
We were. That's right. We were on that one.
Yeah, and then Anon had one on her channel. And then I briefly joined Liz's and then started having issues, so I dropped out.
Sorry about that. What issues were you
Well,
having anyway?
No, I mean internet issues.
Oh, well, no, that's what I was asking. Was it like an internet issue? That's what I was asking.
My internet started to get all fucky. It was cutting it in and out. I couldn't hear anybody, so I gave up.
Well, I mean, you are in Canada, so isn't that normal?
It's normal than it should be. Oh, lately it happens 3-4 fucking times a stream.
All I know is that thank you for at least jumping on, and definitely thank you, Nick and Jeff, for jumping on, because there was a couple of people when I asked if you would guys like to do an after show drunk stream, and you guys had suggested that it might be a good idea. You didn't give me a yes or no, but I was just going to do it for the fans anyway because we were goofing off, and so when you guys jumped on, it was you and Jeff incredibly trashed, and I got to show up, especially this one little Steve guy asshole in the chat. And we all went, "Fuck Steve," because he was being an ass, saying I was nothing like more than a shill. And it was so fucking funny. So yeah, I thank you, Nick, because you allowed me to show up a couple of people. I appreciate it.
But at the same time, fuck you, Nick, because the two of you dropped out immediately as I showed up.
Well, I heard you were coming by, so
Yeah.
That's what I figured the case was.
They were so trash.
Yeah, I was going to say, Schmeckle, you do know that I lied to Nick when I got him in tonight.
I legit have no fucking. I have no recollection of that at all. So
You jumped on a stream. You talked about the word nigger and a couple other racial slurs, how greatly they could be used. Jeff tried to diatribe about the glorious ways of using nigger, and then he fell off. You fell off at the same time. You came back on. We assumed he was dead for the night, and it was right. But he went to bed with some water.
I remember that.
And then Nick had a very nice conversation for a few, and then we heard a thunk, and then he was gone. So I'm guessing.
And I remember that. Yeah, you fell.
So
that was when my chair fell over. Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
I vaguely remember that happened. I don't remember it happening.
It wasn't on cam because you had turned your cam off by then. And so you did turn off your cam. So so at least nobody saw you fall. They only heard a thud.
Unfortunately.
That would have been comedy gold, but no.
Oh, I know, right?
A guy falling out of a chair is comedy gold too. I mean, I don't know.
No, only when you fall out of a chair drunk. Only when you.
I'm an evil prick, so yeah. I mean, I find burning people jumping out of the fucking Twin Towers to be hilarious.
Somebody in the chat says, "Liz, you are a fucking shill."
Fuck
Sorry, it was
you,
all caps.
Steve.
Felt like I
Go
should
fuck your sister. Oh wait, that's your mother. I don't care. I don't know who that Steve guy is. He just likes to sit there and call me names. I don't know.
Where'd he come from though? Like apparently, like
He
he
was
apologized.
he was in
Good with Wrath earlier.
he was in
what's his
Saints
issue with you?
last night. I've seen him around. He's always trying to insult me for I don't even know this guy. Like he thinks I'm some sort of unforgivable shill.
I first saw him on Failure stream that I was on when Keemstar showed up, and it blew up like crazy. That's where I remember him from.
recognize his name. I think he's been here a couple times.
Yeah,
Or
well, I mean, I did chill out the Kun stream on that stream, so that's probably how he found this stream.
I don't know why he hates me because I was talking. I guess because I was talking directly to Jeff and Nick and I was typing a lot and laughing and having a good time in the Saints chat, as you do, and talking with people and confirming that yes, Kraut's first name is Joe, which is fucking great. We get to call him Joe when he's on the Saints. I think is how that goes.
His name is Susan elsewhere.
Yes, we call him Daisy Susan.
I'm gonna keep calling him Susan until he joins this stream to tell me why I shouldn't.
I thought his name
No,
was.
I don't see a reason why. By the way, Nick? Are you making it to VidCon?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to be able to make it. That's so awesome. I get to meet you. I'll be the woman with.
I am on.
No, you really think he's gonna lower himself to speaking to the plebs? He will be carried on.
Holy shit! Wait a second. That's a. Thank you for.
By his
what
servants
am I doing
and such.
Well, actually, that's one thing I needed his help with. I need to go to the liquor store and buy liquor for people that I'm going to be keeping in a backpack behind the scooter I have to rent. But I don't want to get the wrong kind of liquor and make him upset. So I need to have the liquor god there to make sure I get the proper liquor.
If it's free, he'll like it.
No. I'm going to be giving liquor to my friends. I do not want to insult their taste buds or their palate.
I'm looking forward to the fast food most of all.
Why?
Because I've never had West Coast fast food. Here in New Hampshire, all we have is what's the basic five? It's just
McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, KFC, and.
So you've never had an In-N-Out?
No.
Wendy's.
Right across the street. There's one right across the street. There's a Jack in a Box. It's a little bit north.
It's basically Arby's, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's a little bit more like Hardee's, if you know what a Hardee's is. It's a little bit more like that. They've got thicker bread that's been like toasted. I don't know. It's good shit, but you have to make sure that you're already planning on having a heart attack in at least 2 years.
Yeah, I've been planning that for a while. Where do I find this stuff?
It's just
It's southern. It's the Southwest.
It's going to be right there on the strip. I have to look at the map to point to it, but yeah, I used to live there.
Once you enter California, Southern California,
I've already got a bunch of like friends and like fans in the LA area who are like, "Oh shit, yeah, dude, no, I'll fucking hook you up with the best weed we've got. Best weed we've got." I'm thinking like the best weed in LA. I mean, I'll show up, I'll hit the shit twice, and then I'll just be done for a fucking week.
Yeah, it'll fuck you up good. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna hop off here and get some shut eye.
Yeah, you sound like you should have done that multiple hours ago.
Yeah, I really should have, but you know, I always like to hop on and say hi to my friends now and again. So.
Don't work yourself too thin, cunt.
By the way,
you don't want to look like me. You don't want to look like this is unhealthy.
Real wizard, Magog. Magog here is an actual wizard. He's he's part interdimensional wizard, part janitor, apparently.
Somebody's got to clean the portal.
Prefer to be called trans-dimensional.
Yes, he's the trans-dimensional orchestra instead of.
Wait a second. So you're telling me that between Magog and Liz, we've got two trannies in the stream right now?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, one's trans-dimensional, the other is almost transsexual.
I'm going to have to go to a sex shop when I get there and find the biggest black dildo and just start hitting people over the head with it every time there's a Liz has a dick joke.
Just borrow Jeff's, huh?
Oh,
Yeah,
I have
okay,
never
well.
been so happy to know that I'm not going to VidCon than right now.
Well, anyway,
I'm so happy to not be able to afford it.
I'll
Good
go
night,
ahead,
Shut the
go
Magog.
ahead
fuck up and let Magog say goodbye.
Say goodbye
He
to
needs
everybody. Liz, St. Clair, what's it? Teddy?
Yes.
Okay, Teddy. And director guy Peter Jackson. I love your films. Yes. All right.
Jackson theme.
Yeah. You know, the cunt. I call Schmeckel cunt. He calls me cunt.
There was a whole
Yeah,
opportunity
it's
for
this
David
thing with
Bowie
that.
and
It's
his,
a close personal bond. We call each other cunt. None of the rest of you would understand it.
Antichronist,
Yes.
Wrath. Nice to see you again. And of course, Nick, Wiz.
Fuck you, Magog. I'm sorry. I mean, have a good night, dude.
I will destroy you.
Nevermore.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time, big boy.
At least he didn't call me a man again.
It's a great song.
That almost sounded, I don't know, for some reason that came across as like a Magog PewDiePie mashup. Like, I will destroy you. I will get you, guy.
I'm tired. I'm going to go smoke 18 cigarettes, jerk off, and fall asleep.
That is a party.
That's how I roll.
Not
So
necessarily
normal
in
Monday
that
night.
order.
Now hang up. Now that you've said goodbye, now
Yep.
this is the part where you click the fucking button.
Yes, thank you, Liz. I know how to
Guru.
computers. Thanks
Yeah,
for
when Magog
thanks
leaves,
for
get
meth advice from Liz. Thank you. Another episode.
Anytime, sweetheart.
Meth
I know you.
advice
I know
from
you've
Liz.
got Glover on Skype. Bring him into this. Bring him into this cancerous fucking shit show of a stream. we've got going on.
Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, I hate this. I haven't learned a single thing useful on here.
Yes, this stream is only occasionally educational. I guess we should teach you something. Liz's dick is 6.5 inches.
I do not.
The you know the
Mine's bigger.
the central lesson here is that you'd probably have more fun going over and watching Mundane Matt's stream.
Oh my god. Ooh. Ouch.
You know, just for fun, I'm gonna put it
Damn.
in the side chat.
Oh. Monday
Don't
Madness
worry,
stream
don't
is
worry.
normally 2 hours of somebody's face this close to the
Trying to
cam
break
going.
us, but he doesn't
"Mhm."
realize he's here, and people would rather watch him than Mundane Matt.
Who?
Monday Matt still hates me.
You, Wiz.
People love watching me. I have no idea why.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I
You
do.
have a
me
very
I
good
don't know.
voice,
Not
and you
right
can be funny when you want to be. And you get drunk and do stupid shit.
We'll put fucking random shitpost videos up and blow everyone's mind because they're like, "What the fuck dude? What did I just watch?"
I want to ask you, Nick. I did a shitpost video today, and it's doing excellent. I do a video that I really spent a lot of time and effort on. I get like 400 views.
Listen,
in the
Morty,
first week.
Morty, listen to me, Morty. Every video you care about, it's gonna take a shit. Everyone. No, that's how it works. Everything you put effort into, everything you care about, nobody cares. But
Look,
you sort of
People care much
about
more about entertainment than education.
Yeah, you just start recording and then you just make a bunch of funny beep beep boop boop noises or do an impression of Mr. Meeseeks and all of a sudden you're like viral for the next year and a half.
Yeah, my tiny little itty bitty channel got 750 views so far, according to the analytics, on a shitpost video. But yet the videos where I'm actually like going after pedophiles and shit, 400 in the last week, and it's like, come on, why?
See,
Why?
this is one of those times I wish we had Cog for the sad music.
Cog probably available. Send him a link.
Yeah, just bring
Okay.
Yeah, he's all right.
Cog's never not. Yeah, he basically is a regular at this point.
I have to get on the Discord because I don't think he has.
Dog is like
Twitter
a
anymore.
regular everything.
No, he has a new Twitter again, doesn't he?
I don't know if he does.
Fuck, what is it? Anonymous_Cog.
I'll send it to him.
Yeah, please do. Because I do not have that cut yet.
For some reason, even though it's probably 7 a.m. there?
He
6
doesn't
a.m.?
sleep, right?
There ain't no rest for
Probably
Cog.
available.
The thing that I like about Cog is he's so fucking white, but that boy can rap.
Can he?
Yes.
He's like British Eminem.
Not bad. did it on a cunt stream.
No,
a couple.
Now I'm really interested. Now he has to get in here because I want to hear.
He used to do these videos where he would ask his viewers for random words to put into a ballad of like the fucking cool shit. And he's got a nice voice too.
You know what's really funny though? We were on Pod's channel the other day with Copper Cab and Rucka Ali. And they got into a little fight, and I got them into a rap battle.
Oh yeah, wait a second. Did he agree to rap then, or
Copper Cab rapped better than Rucka did?
Really? Well, I mean, Rucka's not exactly a great rapper. He just makes funny ass songs.
And that's exactly it. Rucka's more of a parody artist, whereas Copper Cab, if you actually looked at his rap, not from a how stupid these opinions and how ridiculous the videos look standpoint, but the lyrics, like how it's all formed. He's not a bad rapper.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. He's not. He's an entertaining dude.
Yeah, but I mean, as a rapper, he's actually got some talent.
What Copper does?
He's got a proper flow. He's got a decent idea of how to structure your lyrics.
I'd say he must have sold his soul for it, but as we know,
the biggest one he's got, Wrath. Since you apparently haven't heard of this, look up. I think it's under his real name, but if you type in Copper Cab,
just drop it in the site chat like a normal person.
He's just gonna.
You know, I don't like to put effort into things.
Anything?
Oh, okay, there, Edindro. I see you trying to fucking coattail on yet another bigger YouTuber. I don't want to put effort into a thing, dude.
Oh, did I tell you guys what happened after the cunt stream?
I've never watched Edindro. I've been in streams with him.
Oh, Edindro's channel's fucking great. I mean, like he did like his like obligatory Lacey video, and it had nothing to do with Lacey.
I haven't seen his channel. Like I think I subscribed and forgot to hit the bell.
Yeah, I've seen him in collabs and shit. I've never actually seen his channel, and I've been in a couple streams with him.
He's an absolute cunt, but he's funny as fuck.
I have talked to him after his stream, and he was just chilling, and he's a really nice person when he's not live. Copper Cab's a nice person when he's not live. He's normal. He's like, oh, we're talking about this.
No. Even when he was live, you can look at the two streams I've been on with him. One on Chairview's channel, one on Politipods.
I haven't talked to Chairview.
Both of them. Well, he was sick for a long time.
Yeah, I know. I gotta tell you guys something that happened, and I can show it to you. Right after
Copper Cab becomes reasonable. Well, not reasonable. He kind of keeps up the act, but he kind of drops the constant screaming and shit.
He drops the volume, is what he drops.
Well, there were points where he made jokes that were legitimately funny, and not even like they were the types of jokes we might make about like SJWs and shit. I don't remember what the jokes were.
We lost St. Clair.
But they happened. I'm glad we lost St. Clair.
Yesterday after the stream, I took my dogs for a walk, and we found an injured.
Found it,
yeah, do you want to see it?
And you had to wrap your skirt.
Yeah, I had to literally take my skirt off. Luckily, I was wearing swim trunks underneath because it was laundry day, and so I literally then grabbed my kid's hoodie, wrapped it around my waist, and we had to get the dogs back, and they kept trying to chase after a possum on top of it all. It was like Night of the Wildlife. It had been raining, and it was like the break in the rain. And this fucking thing is so cute. You want to see it? I can go get it.
Oh, you still have it?
Yeah, we have to keep it for at least a week or two till it heals. I'm going to try to get it an x-ray, but it looks like it's going to be all right, but it hit its head pretty bad. I don't know what to do until I get it to the vet.
Consider just putting it down and eating it.
Just show it
no,
to me. Just show it
because my kids would kill me. I'll be right back. I'll go grab it. I'll show it to you. Good back.
Dove's probably not delicious. They look like very stringy birds.
All right, well, homeboy here actually wants to know where you can find Amy in a Cage because it's kind of a movie that I'm in, and it's totally worth going and finding, even though I'm still waiting on my first residual check, Huru. So,
wait,
Dude, you're good at it. Nick. You got a scene where a very complex scene that he's just like smashing everything up, and there's like glass flying everywhere. And he's a great actor in that movie.
It's a good payday too.
Did we ask first stream guy the question?
No, wait, you did ask him, Huru. You didn't answer. Lacey,
what happened?
Anita Sarkeesian. You gotta go raw dog and leave the batch inside. You got choice between Anita Sarkeesian or Lacey Green. Who you gonna go for?
Dude, Lacey Green is a filthy witch.
Green, you get the fuck out of here.
No, she's a filthy witch.
Okay.
Is that a good thing?
Is it kinky type?
This was a terrible question. At least 9 times out of 10, I have my side has lost.
Oh, I'll be honest. No, I mean, I would slam the hell out of Lacey. Anita, I mean, here's the thing. My standards aren't exceptionally high. So if if I've got half a bottle of scotch in me and Anita Sarkeesian laid out naked in front of me,
and I had a lot of duct tape.
Oh no!
I would take Anita over Lacey, even with Lacey's new personality.
No,
it's not just the fact that Anita isn't that good looking. She's also so openly egoistic that it's just there's
personality
no attraction
doesn't matter.
value there. Nobody likes people. Nobody likes people who are so openly like that. Like Lacey is not like that.
Well, Lacey's also Lacey's into kink and shit like that. So it's like, hey girl, from
Guys, take a look at it really quick because I gotta go put it back to bed.
Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler.
I'm not gonna teach this one how to Hail Hitler yet. Look at the wound on top of its head.
Oh, poor little dude.
Yeah, it's a girl, but it'll be all right. I think it's got a nicked wing, but we can't risk letting it go with this open wound. It's got to seal up. It's healing.
It's gonna.
I'm not waiting on it.
No, you're gonna set it free. It's gonna fly up into the air, and then you're gonna watch a parent falcon come out of fucking nowhere, fuck her out.
Don't listen to him. He's a jerk, and he's already problem is that she's bonding to humans, and that's a bit of a problem. Because it's gonna come back.
Yeah, you could put that shit on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah, there you go. Now,
there.
Yeah, put it on the top of your head now. Just rename.
No, I don't want it to poop.
Rename your channel Bird on Head.
More little thing. So I better go put her back before something happens to her.
End up in a tawdry relationship with Nightmare Fuel.
No.
Every video that we see your face from now on, you have to have that bird on your shoulder.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good look.
A little tiny turtle dove. Of all things, me with a turtle dove. Okay, I gotta go put it back.
It's funny because it's ironic.
You also need to ask the new cunt the new question.
How many?
Your turn.
What? I don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. What new question?
Okay, Wrath has been a shitty co-host and hasn't been here most of the time lately.
I think I took a piss while you were talking about the new question.
Lacey Green or Chris Raygun, new cunt. Which one would you bone?
But who are they talking to you? You're the new cunt.
Yeah, the one who's never been here before.
Well, Anita Sarkeesian, she's the kind of girl that goes for the beta guy.
Did I say Anita? I meant to say Lacey or Chris Raygun.
Stomps all over their balls and
you're into that shit, right?
Divorce rapes them and
see, I still would any given opportunity. The reason I would vote for Anita in all situations would be I'm into angry sex and I'm pretty sure that's all she's good for.
No, you want Francesca Ramsey.
No, here's the thing. Anita's version of angry sex is the same version of as enthusiastic Anita sex, which is that she just lays there and complains. That's pretty much all she's good for.
Well, that's what ball gags are for. It sounds like moaning with a ball gag.
Well, now here's the thing. I've streamed.
sorry,
with
that's
Chris
what
Reagan
gets me off.
before.
She's a Generation X housewife, is what you're saying.
No, Chris and St. Clair. He probably. I mean, he probably sees it. Like, you know, Chris is the kind of guy who would, you know, kind of like fuck back. You know, he's enthusiastic.
Yeah, I feel like Chris would be the better lover.
Yeah, aftercare would be.
The dick would bother me, but he's also skinny, so.
St. Clair's gonna come back with some like fan art of Chris Reagan and a ball gag for no reason whatsoever. and then it's
I haven't drawn hentai in like 2 years.
Well, here's your fucking.
It's just like a bicycle.
Jump back in,
dude. It's like fucking a tranny. It comes right back to you.
Oh, there's a joke in there.
That could have a double meaning.
Yeah, there's a joke in there. So.
Oh, okay, wait. I have to point this out. The Geek Thulu asked, "Who is the dude that never speaks? Why have someone on that never talks?" I don't know which one he's talking about. It could be Antichronist, or it could be. I keep Teddy.
Oh, the Anachronist is always talking. So it's
okay, no, it's probably Teddy.
Yeah, it's probably Teddy.
Stephen Blackman answered. I think he's a patron fan. No, we have 0 patrons.
So, do we even have a Patreon?
I've got one for my Schmeckle channel. We don't have a cunt stream Patreon. He's here because he was in the last stream I was in.
Yeah, by the way, I was gonna say we don't have a Patreon in the country for the same reason I don't have a Patreon, because it'd be really depressing to have 0 patrons.
Yeah, by the way, I mean, just on that note, for like the 20-something people that are watching, Patreon /Wizard of Cause, you can go there, give me money, give me your shekels. I need your shekels.
Oh, come on! Called me
you're the big one here, Con. Tell them to give money to the non-existent cunt stream Patreon.
Well, here's the thing.
What about Liz Reptile Patreon?
I'd tell them to subscribe.
St. Clair Patreon.
They wouldn't. Why would they want to?
Okay, yes, they are talking about Teddy, because he says the guy with the neck beard that looks like an ex-Radio Shack or hobby shop worker.
Hey, I worked at Radio Shack.
No, he just can count to potato. That's.
But at least he is
with the
reptile.
And with the funny laugh. But,
Teddy's actually a sweetheart. I've known him since I first started doing YouTube. He's actually sweet. He's just really quiet when you let him on a stream for some reason.
Teddy's got more birds than Liz to take care of right now. I mean, there's like a half dozen pigeons in his apartment. Yeah, could have to do with the fact that.
Well, you can't really call it an apartment if it doesn't have a roof, but.
I like that you and I went to the same place at the same time.
That's a neat place to go, isn't it?
And all I want is for you to tell me I'm funny.
Well, I mean, Antichrone, you're hilarious, but looks don't get you everywhere in this world anymore.
Turn your camera on, I'll laugh.
He doesn't turn his camera on while live. I don't know why.
I was gonna say, kind of like someone else we know, Schmeckle.
Yeah. He was live. He was live. He looks like a discount.
Having
Flash.
seen Schmeckle.
Yeah, I'll turn my camera on live on other channels. I won't do it on the cunt stream until I've done it on my channel.
Yeah, that was my original plan, but then Stuttering Soliloquy talked me into buying a webcam. And my channel has not slowly, it plummeted in quality when I got a webcam.
Why?
Well,
because I got lazy.
Plummeted, you mean like in editing quality or intellectual quality?
Well, I'll be honest, I would. I don't really know what the point of the conversation is because I haven't been paying attention. But I'd take Stuttering Soliloquy on webcam any day. What? Wait, what are we talking about?
No. Soliloquy talked me into buying this webcam that you're seeing my ugly mug on.
Oh,
I don't think.
Yeah.
All right,
no one's
the elephant in the room. If you want to rent,
I think that you're cuter than.
I need memes of everybody in this current chat.
He's got so many memes of me right now. It's not even funny.
Mock something up of all how many? 8 of us banging, and you can have your wrench back.
Yeah, I was gonna say you do an orgy mock-up, and we will let you have permanent wrench.
I drew a picture of what is that one yellow?
The
dog's
orgy
name?
itself has to include a wrench.
You did Zeph.
Yes, there has to be a wrench in the like. Okay, so I'm gonna make a request. Someone has to be using the wrench to basically fluff Liz's dick.
And Liz have a dick.
Damn it!
Liz has to be a man. Don't even make sure she's like a really like muscly, masculine man.
I mean, she's just
Preferably with
you're
lots
just
of
gonna end up
body
drawing
hair.
somebody
Just
who
make
looks
Liz a futa.
You're just gonna end up drawing somebody who looks exactly like Squiscar from Metalocalypse.
I'm not even going to complain anymore. I just let it happen because I know if I complain, it just gets worse.
St. Clair, do you remember the ClockCon episode where there's the furry porn of them? That's all we need is the homosexuals being
I
dressed
drew
like
a
us.
cartoon of the white YouTuber fucking Rags, and he didn't fucking and he was giving him a good reach around and everything. And he signed off without checking to see what the thumbnail was going to be on his stream, and it turned out to be that. And this is after he'd already shown pictures of cartoons of Jeff getting Jeff anally sodomizing the white YouTuber while stroking Wizard of Cause off. And what's the name of that little owl guy? Yeah, that has the owl avatar.
Gemini.
Yeah, and Gemini,
also known as Whitey's butt boy.
Yeah, I forgot there was porn made of me.
Yeah, it was brilliant, and we were critiquing it. And so he was like, "Why am I never fucking?" So I drew one of him fucking, and it ended up being the thumbnail. And YouTube gave him a strike on his fucking channel.
That's the type of audience that we have. I've had very few, like, fan images made. I've had images made by Samaj.
Keep your eyes on
like maybe outside of that, and I think 4 of them
have fans.
Grandiloquent one did that weird, creepy clown version of me. Do you remember that? Like when I first shaved the beard and I had no facial hair.
I'm just thinking of Max Bear's most recent thing or the only thing I've gotten from Max Bear, but the most recent thing I've gotten from someone. It's Danny the Dingo getting my load all over his face.
Oh.
Did you see Grandiloquent One's clown parody of me when I didn't have any facial hair?
Yes.
That shit was ridiculous.
I wonder how many undiscovered.
I couldn't even be mad because that was so funny.
I wonder how many undiscovered artists there are on DeviantArt who make art about people like us.
Probably more than I want to know about.
DeviantArt is really cool.
If any of you are secretly making DeviantArt porn of me, send it to me. I'll enjoy it. I'll get off to it.
Honestly, I can't get enough of Medicare's takes on Deviants, though. And that shit's just
so, who's this new guy?
I don't like
So what is this, another circle jerk of skeptics?
Pretty much.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I don't consider myself skeptical.
I'm not sure that I can trust your assumption on face value.
No,
I'm not smart enough to be a skeptic.
No,
isn't it kind of funny how the atheist community on YouTube back in the day was really big, right? It was really big. The atheist community was huge, right? And it was taking off, right? It was successful. No, check it out. Listen, please.
Why are you culturally appropriating blackface?
I will hang up if you guys don't want to hear what I'm having to say, but it's actually something that needs to be said legitimately. All right, cool. Thank you for actually shutting your mouth for just a second. The atheism community was huge. All right, and then they got huge egos. That's what happened. Their egos got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you had the SJW part of that community split off from the atheist community, and then they became the skeptical community and the SJW community. Now look at what's happening to the skeptical community. All right, the skeptical community is getting big egos, and now it's going to split off. People like Thunderfoot and all that are already starting to defect. Oh. Look what's happening. It's just crumbling all over again, and you fucking idiots still don't see it. You're all getting egos. You're all getting egos, and you're too full of shit. You're all too full of your fucking selves to admit that, you know what? We like to criticize other people, but we can't handle criticism ourselves. So you're all full of shit, and I'm going to start calling every single fucking one of you on it from now on. So peace out.
Mikey.
I didn't get a rap out of him. What the fuck?
That sucks.
I was going to say, he showed up in blackface and didn't even rap? I'm disappointed.
I hadn't climaxed yet.
Wait, the thing is he pretends like we don't already know all of this shit.
That was Crab.
I know.
Copper crab?
He did that.
Yeah,
the other day.
we got Claire for a short amount of time.
Egoism is a. I think it's just a natural evolution of individualism.
Yeah. You go up, you go down, you go up, you go down, you go
No, I
ride the
wouldn't
waves.
say it's
I mean, if you have a philosophy that's based on individualism, egoism is inevitable.
It's kind of a cause.
A wizard of causes.
I knew that was coming. God damn it, I knew that was coming.
I mean, I usually know when St. Clair is coming, but this time it was a little bit of a surprise.
I got it in my eye.
Cute face, and you can just tell.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was a disturbance in the fucking fag force over there.
There's a disturbance in the farce.
The Delta farce.
Yeah, I feel really ripped off though. We had Copper Cab on the cunt stream, and he didn't join as Copper Cab.
I know. I was like,
that's worthless to us.
Yeah, I was gonna say that pump fake.
I did not recognize his voice right away. It wasn't until you said, "Oh God, it's Copper Cab." Like,
It wasn't
shit,
until he started yelling that I noticed.
Yeah,
He gave himself away with the yelling.
Yeah, as soon as he gets a little heated, you can because he can mask his voice rather well.
Fuck you, Barry!
Yeah.
No, that was awful. Wiz, you're usually much better than that.
Oh, I haven't. No, I need to practice Copper Cab. I haven't done.
I'm intelligent. I'm going to tell you all why you're fucking wrong. Oh, by the way,
He's back. Shut up. Shut up. Can you rap for me now?
Hey, by the way, my apologies. If I in my little rant, if I called anyone a piece of shit, my apologies. You aren't. Just in case I said that, I was just kind of off on a tangent.
Yeah, I thought you and I were friends. I thought we'd been getting along. I thought we had a fucking relationship.
Schmeckle,
that was my
haven't I reminded you frequently of the importance of never starting sentences with "I thought"?
Yeah,
Mikey loves me.
I think it needs to be said again that ego.
First of all, my name's not Mikey.
Natural result, a natural evolution of individualism.
Michael,
as a
I forgot
concept.
that you prefer the more formal name.
My name is Troy.
Oh, sorry, Claire.
No, he was first string NBA pick, I think.
So Troy, do you have any raps you could drop for us?
All right, nobody feels like actually talking about it.
Every single one of these streams is they're exactly the same. Every time I join a stream, they talk about the same stuff.
Well,
You say the same little, oh my God, like you yell, and you make fun of me. Like, all of these streams are the same. It's like when I join one, it's like I'm watching an old one on your YouTube channel.
Mikey.
Like, actually do something different. I'm not trying to roast you, but I'm actually trying to give you some actual good criticism.
Brought up the fucking skeptic community. We weren't even
This is
talking
the
about
first
that.
time you've ever been on this channel.
Nobody in this stream actually wants to talk about serious issues, and that's why I'm leaving.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm leaving too.
Dude, it's the cunt stream,
Yeah, no one wants to
dude.
talk about serious stuff. I'll leave too.
When do we have to talk about serious things? Why is that like a
Claire, let's go start our own stream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
just
gonna
don't
talk
cross
about
them. That
talk
causes
about the
problems.
important issues.
It'll be a Claire stream.
I'm just joking. I'm not gonna do a fucking stream.
All right.
I don't blame you.
So have you been?
I'm just joking.
I wasn't
haven't
planning on
talked
doing
to
this
you
stream,
for
and I'm gonna be honest with you. I was about to pass
No,
out
so
when we
Copper,
started this thing out.
How's your health doing? I am seriously concerned. How are you doing?
Who the fuck is Copper?
Well, Troy.
Oh,
you have
Copper Cab.
information
Oh.
on how Copper Cab
Wait,
is
is
doing
that
by
Ginger
any
here?
chance?
What the F?
Troy, what's your opinion on Copper Cab?
Who's the guy in the glasses? I like those glasses. Those are dope as shit.
They are, aren't they?
That's Oscar nominee, director.
That's Huru Jackson.
Hey, why would you like interject? He's trying to say that's Oscar nominee and director. Go ahead.
Huru Jackson.
Okay.
Now,
What's that? Sure.
Well,
He's kind of a quiet guy.
What movies have you directed?
Sorry, I ate way too many Doritos tonight. So,
Like the World of Warcraft guy from South
He
Park.
talks about the same things you'd think he'd talk about looking at him. Doritos and eating too much. And
Dr. Pepper? Or no, wait, Mountain Dew. Sorry, I didn't mean to get that wrong.
I'm sick of all these men talking. Let's let Liz talk. Hey, what's up, Liz?
I haven't talked to you in a while. Troy.
You do understand that everyone here identifies Liz as a man.
No, god damn it. I do not have a dick. I swear to you. But
Please don't
no.
misgender her.
It's after a while you just get you have
Liz,
to
they're trying to bait you into proving it, okay? It's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
not right.
I've already posted my
you know, Liz, people always identify.
Yes, I will confirm. I have seen Liz's vagina. It's right next to her dick. She has both.
Oh my god. I want to know who did that beautiful Photoshop job. That one fucking dick that somebody put on me. It was fucking brilliant. I love the trolls. I love them.
I think that wasn't that
I think
elephant.
that had to have been Elephant because that was spot on. It's like nothing like being like, "Ha! I've proved I'm a woman." Oh fuck! It's like, god damn it. I roll with it. I know I look like a meth addict from fucking hell, so you know I gotta have a sense of humor about all of this, or it'll eat you alive. All I know is that the one time I was managed to turn around and actually pull out a black dildo was fucking awesome, but now I don't know where it is. I can't find it. I lost my black cock. Can't find
What the
it.
fuck do you do when you lose your black cock?
Yeah, it's probably in the case. No, it's not. I think actually it's in that drawer. Yeah,
Guy in the background chimes in. It's probably in there. I don't know.
I was fucking tempted
You can't write that. You can't write that comedy. Fuck it. Yeah, I love it.
So, Copper, how's Meemaw? I
See,
saw
now,
that recently.
That's
there
a sitcom I would watch. Where's the
there were
black
a bunch
dildo?
of bullies,
there
bullying
it is.
Meemaw online.
There's the black dildo.
Wait a
my-
second.
This is
Wait,
a pocket rocket.
hang on. Are you Troy? There, are you saying that wasn't actually the original theme to Will and Grace?
Turn it off, Red.
Smoke up, Johnny.
I will.
Oh dear, now Johnny's smoking. No, don't smoke, Johnny. It's bad.
Ugh.
Be good, be good. Be good,
Are you
be
smoking
good,
yet?
be good, be good, be good. Be good, Johnny.
Now I'm gonna have that
Sicker.
song stuck in my
Pretty
head
rotten
all
notice,
day
man.
long, and I
Damn it, Eddie Cruz.
Oh, Liz, I didn't realize you're still being ripped to shit in the chat.
What?
Everyone in the chat, well, not everyone, still the same two people.
What?
But they still don't.
I thought there was
Still
a
don't
small
want-
chance of actually talking about something real.
Well, you haven't
Okay,
asked us
but-
shit. What do you
Well,
want
what
to
would
talk
you
about,
like
you
to speak
goddamn
about,
pretentious
Claire?
cunt?
Everybody shut the fuck up and give St. Clair the floor.
I'm only
What would you like to
pretending to be pretentious cunt.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
I don't care. Whatever you guys want to talk about.
Okay then.
Okay, so, Liz, the
you know,
chat hates-
you got to make everything awkward by drawing attention.
I know.
Schmeckle.
Damn it, you're not a very good troll.
Hey,
I'm not
Schmeckle.
trying to troll.
Didn't
Schmeckle.
make sense.
Who keeps saying my name and why?
Me.
Okay, what do you want?
Hey, just FYI, you and Whitey are in Rucka's new video, by the way.
What?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I just want to let you know. I didn't know
I
if you saw
can't
it.
actually identify which parts are me.
Yeah,
That's
Because somebody told me I was in it, so. Like, I took a look. Dylan Carolides sent me the link and shit. I can't tell which parts are me. Is that not how you say it?
Oh shit.
Is it like some foreign name? Is it like Carolidis or something?
Yeah, it's Carolina.
Okay.
Dylan.
Well,
Dylan.
he sent me the link, and I can't identify which parts were my voice.
That's kind of hard. I'll agree. I just didn't know if you knew.
Well, I don't know how other people knew, because if I can't identify my voice, how the fuck could you?
It was after like he says, "I don't give Ruck is a stupid fucking name anyways," and you said something. I don't fucking know what you said. I just knew it was your voice.
I'm starting to like this Steve guy now. I think I want him to troll me more.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Black Man.
actually kind of like the Steve guy. He's pretty chill. I mean, he apologized to me, which I don't know why he felt like he owed me a fucking apology. I'm an ass to everyone.
But he didn't. No, he said he apologized to everybody but Liz, and I think I like this guy. He stands by his convictions.
Oh yeah, he stands by it. And like, I kind of blew him off the first time he apologized, and he basically was like, "Fuck you, cunt." I was trying to be sincere. And I was like, "Okay, my bad. You really were apologizing. I didn't realize that he wasn't fucking with me the first time he apologized to me, like a week ago or something like that."
Apparently, he just doesn't like my voice. Oh well.
Nobody really does.
Well, I mean,
it's my voice. We're like, yeah.
I was like trying not to be a cunt, but this is a cunt stream, so I'm supposed to be a cunt. But
yeah,
we're like friends, so I don't know if I should be a cunt.
Yeah,
So it's basically just.
I am
Liz and I aren't friends. If anybody needs to be a cunt to her, I'll take up the mantle.
But you
We're
have a nice
acquaintances.
butt. You do. You posted it on Twitter. A lot.
Oh God, I remember
I've
that.
seen far too much of Jordan than I care to see.
See, this is why.
Been some flap fapping going on.
See, this is why I have St. Clair's notifications muted on Twitter. Like, I mean that in the best possible way, but I can only see so much man ass before I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm gay or trap.
You're confusing him. Congratulations, St. Clair.
Well, it's one of the few talents I actually have.
You should bow. That's a very good talent.
Well, I mean, he has that. He has a talent of confusing straight guys. Jeff has a talent of getting straight guys to strip. Everyone has their secret abilities.
I wish we could bring that guy Troy back on. I've done something that the skeptics haven't been able to do. I'd make people actually question themselves. Ha.
Oh my goodness! That's an audio clip right there.
Yeah, I mean, come on, let's be honest. I've got alt-right patrons.
Hey, look, Miss Steam is here.
You have really let yourself go. Like, I'm not trying to be an ass, but god damn it.
You might want to wax that mustache just a little.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like,
No.
like this is beyond out of control with the mustache.
You need to do better, Miss Steam.
She's gonna kick your ass.
Oh, if she sees this, she probably will.
A lot, twice.
I'm getting out of here before I'm implicated.
Oh my god.
She's definitely asleep. She won't see this.
Isn't it like 8 a.m. where she's at? She could very easily be awake.
Oh yeah, fuck, it is 8.
Shit! Hide the evidence! Hide the evidence! Kill the stream!
Quick, kill the stream, put it on private.
Well, kids, I am sick. I need to go to bed. I shall talk at you some other time. Thank you, Schmeckle, for having me on. Nick, you're weird, and I love you. Wrath, you're amazing. And
love you too, Liz.
You might want to do something about that beard. Teddy, I think, fell asleep, and fuck you, St. Clair, always. Nice.
We should get to know each other better.
Real quick, and it's about the care for the bird, which is really cool. Just remember, you want the oil completely heated up before you drop it in there.
I'll remember that. Oh my god, you're such a dick.
You know, you don't have to eat it all at once.
I was gonna say, remember, Tupperware so you can enjoy it later.
Anyway. Well, have you guys ever deep fried anything and you didn't?
Bye.
It's terrible. It comes out like all, it's like soggy and like chewy at the same time. It's gross.
Right. Never use anything on the first batch of oil. Never use absolutely clean oil.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna bring this to a close.
I just shot Tim Blake the link.
If you're getting Tim Blake on, we'll stay up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I think Jordan might stay up in a different way, but
I was born.
I don't like Tim
Tim Blake on. I won't close it down.
Well, I sent him the invite. He says he's doing dishes, and I asked him if that was just code for having a beer, and he's like, yes. So
we'll tell him to have a beer on the fucking stream.
Yeah. I already shot him the link. I'll reaffirm your conviction.
But it's not the
Don't tell him I'm here.
front stream.
I
Tell him
think
it's
I may
front
have
stream.
already-
I'm pretty sure he doesn't know Schmeckel runs it. Just
No, I'm pretty sure I told him you were here, but I mean,
tell him Ras in
Say-
charge.
no, I said,
Oh, God,
St. Clair,
that'll make it
Schmeckel,
worse.
Litopod and Liz were there.
No, we can't hear you, Teddy. You might need F5, bud.
Okay, I think since you said Politipod's here, that might help. No,
Oh, yeah.
Teddy, I can't
Yeah.
fucking hear you. Fix your mic, cunt.
Oh my god.
Maybe he hasn't been silent this whole time. He's been like active
He's been
fucking
participating.
conversation and
Dude, he's
just,
going like full copper cab over there, just screaming into his mic, trying to get us to hear him.
Oh no, he was having a full conversation about the nature of ego with St. Clair that no one could hear.
Never go full copper cab.
Autistic screeching.
Oh come on, dickhead.
No, I'm sorry. I've had more fun streaming with Copper Cab than I have with like any of the.
Oh, it's
bigger
a fucking treat,
like,
dude.
Our
No, wait, like just like especially when he's in character and when he's like really on. It's just a fucking treat to stream with him like that.
Dude, him in character, I honestly, like, no disrespect, but he's almost more fun than Magog in character.
Oh, the other night, like people think he can't take a joke. The other night, him, me, and Jess Tortellini had a love triangle. It was.
Oh, dude, you know, no. Here's the thing, like, Cab's
hilarious.
I would bet like his biggest criticism of Rucka's video on him is probably that the rap sucked.
Well,
no flow or nothing. Like,
I'm really hoping that he actually responds with a song.
Oh, that would be.
Oh, dude, that would be fucking awesome.
I've actually followed me on Twitter after certain comments I made, so I can't message him. But I've passed along the idea to a couple people who have sent it along to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like he followed me for about a day.
Well, I'm sorry. He's a talented rapper, and more importantly, a better rapper than Rucka. At least as far as
well, I don't know. You know, here's the funny
technical judgment of music goes, because Rucka's a parody musician. That's it.
His writing's not bad, but I mean, like
Rucka's very talented.
Yeah, no, Rucka, but Rucka just doesn't like Rucka's. I mean, for one thing, he's not trying to be like a serious rapper.
Exactly.
Well,
Whereas
his
Mike
flow is
clearly
garbage.
was.
Yeah, his flow is garbage, but it's funny as fuck. I haven't actually. I'm gonna have to look it up now because I haven't heard Cap's real shit. But I think the thing with like you said, it's better. You know, his character works better than Magog, right? Magog's character is
not
now
say
just
that.
obvious. No. Wrath did. But the thing is, like Magog's character is obviously a character just playing. There are no interdimensional wizards. But with Cab, for like the longest time, I thought he was really what he presented himself as. And yeah, so it's been that, and then like the more I watched, I'm like, wait, this is some straight like Andy Kaufman shit. Okay, never mind. I appreciate performance, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Performance is just another word for lies.
God damn it, Tim. You know, fuck Tim. And just cancel this channel. Close the goddamn channel down. You know,
Aw.
close the stream, close the channel. It's all gone, dude. It's all gone.
Yeah, and close your other channel too, Schmeckel.
Yeah, all of them. Just get off of YouTube, the internet entirely. We couldn't get Tim Blake, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty much the end of us for
Yeah, if
YouTube.
you
Like
can't
we'll never recover from not having Tim Blake.
If you can't get Tim Blake, you're a failure.
Yeah,
Because he will go on anybody.
Wait a minute. So we just accomplished failure, did we?
Yep. Now it's time to go back to the fryer at Denny's.
Hey. There needs to be a step up from where I work.
Get out of the restaurant game, dick. Or just fake it and fucking get into increasingly better restaurants. Like learn to be a chef the way chefs do.
Someday you'll make it to Bob's Big Boy.
It's the first time I've actually seen Wrath's face. You're like a much cuter Mockingbird.
I'm both flattered and confused.
It's not the whole gay attraction thing that bothers him, but being compared to Marking Bad, it's like kind of a mixed bag right there.
They're both bald guys with goatees. So
Yeah, I used to have a big ass beard, but now that it's like summer and I work in a kitchen all day, it was just not conducive to, you know, staying at that job without killing people. Because if you've ever had like grease and sweat in a beard, imagine that for 6 hours.
That's cooking your food.
I don't want beard. I don't want beard hair in my food.
I had to wear a hairnet. That was the other thing.
For some reason, I could only hear St. Clair. It was torture.
God, that was.
I'm so sorry.
I was only getting St. Clair's parts of the conversation.
You know, for some reason, I was only getting Litz's part of the conversation.
And yet you're still here. God damn, you've got some stamina, dude.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, none of us were getting anything from you. We all thought, like, were you speaking that whole time?
Yeah, I was speaking.
Yeah, none of us could hear you.
Hey, Tim, how's it been?
Hey, it's little Timmy. Hi.
Hello. Holy shit.
Jesus fucking Christ, we got Tim Blake on a cunt stream.
There you go. No need to shut the channel down now, boys.
They say, hey, we can now stay on the internet. We were able to get Tim Blake on.
Why is it called the cunt stream?
Because we're cunts and this is a stream.
I think the point is to act like a cunt.
Is like literally be the worst version of yourself on this stream, and you'll fit in just fine.
Because some people were annoyed at ranting feminists for coming onto it because it's called the cunt stream.
Oh, wait, she actually took flack for that.
A little bit. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to drama monger, but a few people were like, hey, you went on this problematic show.
Well, it's well, I mean, we were going to call it problematic, but MTV threatened to sue us.
That's a good point.
And we thought that was awkward, and then they said, hey.
Noticed she'd been on. Like, that was so early. Yeah. We must have had like 50 subscribers at the most.
How much do you have now?
Not much more.
We're at like 3-something, 340, 350.
Is the name getting in the way of you breaking into the mainstream?
Got 300.
I'm pretty sure it's the content.
Well, yeah, both.
It's the personalities. It's
every aspect.
I say the host is a useless drunk. The co-host looks all right and sounds worse, and the artist is the only redeeming factor. But no one likes him anyway.
This episode is called Late Night Midweek Drunk Cunt Fuckstorm. Do I have to be involved in that?
Yeah, what would you like me to change?
No, Wizard, you're not technically regular. You're the people we beg to come on, so at least 5 people watch.
We just got Tim Blake.
No, guy. I mean,
Tim Blake, what would you like me to change it to?
Say what you can say what you want. You could say what you want about anti-feminists. They really never learned branding.
I don't want to be fucked in a storm.
Okay, you tell me what title to change it to. You have one chance. I'm changing it to the first thing you say.
Dead air.
Actual penis stream.
The dead air stream. It's the dead air stream. That's what we should call it.
Oh, that was me. That wasn't him.
Pants unzipping intensifies.
Boopity doopity zippity za.
Yes.
You know what? Actually, you could totally
can
get
you throw that in the side chat so I know how to spell that?
I'm not very creative.
You gotta go for like the real clickbaity one. You can just be like, Tim Blake confesses secret love for bearing.
Oh God, don't do that.
Well, see,
so
before I came on to Nick, I was like, no bearings.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tim, did I transpose that accurately enough to what you said in the side chat?
Hoopity zoopity doopity woopity.
He's looking at it like, it's not precise, but it'll do, I suppose.
Are you on mobile or something?
All right, how do we spell this? There we go. I'll use that.
I'm just
Mine says translate to Arabic.
Oh God, I don't want to translate to Arabic. I'm scared of what I just said.
There. So I made the title the thing Wiz said, and then I threw Tim's quote in there, making sure that it was clear as a Tim Blake original, because I don't want to steal.
Ah,
from
you fucking loser.
Oh, I know.
Well,
Sorry.
I mean, we're streaming at 4 a.m. Eastern time on a weeknight. We're not exactly winners there, Tim.
Yeah, but I mean, there's almost 400 people who aren't going to get a notification that this video has gone up once it's done. That
You changed it to the Tim Blake confesses secret love for Bering. Ugh.
No, that's not what I see.
Ugh. That's what I see.
Wait, can we hear you say it, Tim?
Ugh.
Just say you love Bering.
Ugh.
A Bering and Tim Blake porn. That'd be awesome.
Tim, if you're going to do that, or at least go for the proper, like, go full Warski on it, you know?
From the gut. From the gut.
I'm too lazy. I'm that good an actor. Have you guys seen that shit going on? Like, this is completely random with Qatar. What the hell's going on?
It's all about football.
Have you seen that Qatar thing?
Yeah, the whole
It's something about oil.
oil and the World Cup, and now you got Saudi Arabia.
Something oily World Cup.
Something Halliburton.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently they're monitoring all digital communications now.
Oh, hey, Mohammed was a pig fucker.
Yeah, but you're not in Qatar, so you're fine.
How do you know that, Tim? How do you know?
Because you weren't just arrested.
Listen, man, I've got over 20,000 subscribers. I'm jet set at this point. You know?
Don't move to Qatar.
Okay, calm down, PewDiePie.
Yeah, I say I'm not all out of ideas, guys. And,
I think we need fidget spinners in this.
Qatar residents rush to stock up on food after border closed.
Teddy, I know you have a fidget spinner. Whip that bitch out.
Wait a second. Where did that, Tim?
Qatar has closed its borders.
I don't even know what a fidget spinner is.
And it's blocking news websites at the government.
It's basically a gyroscope.
Oh,
like a modern gyroscope.
Yes, it's literally a gyroscope that spins outside of the cage instead of inside the enclosure.
Nobody cares about Qatar.
Nope. Fidget spinners is what's on everyone's mind.
Nobody has ever cared about.
Well, we were making PewDiePie references, so
Nobody has ever cared about Qatar unless it had to do with some principle or money.
Oh. Qatar diplomatic crisis.
or if we
you
decided
got to
to
be
give,
honest though. It is
we
pretty.
decided to
Airlines have suspended travel to and far Qatar.
Yeah, well, it is a little ironic when you have Saudi Arabia accusing another Middle Eastern country of sponsoring terror. Yeah,
I was gonna
More
say
than a little ironic. It's literally the pot calling the kettle a pig.
Oh, it's the pot calling the kettle a pot.
What did you guys think of Donald Trump touching the
To be
magical
fair, the kettle
orb?
is also a pot in this case.
punching the what?
Say that
Touching
again.
the magical orb.
In public?
I never
Damn, Tim, you're worse than mundane Matt right now. Stop
Am
reading
I?
the top stories on CNN from last week.
I don't know. I don't follow the people you follow, so I don't know what that reference really means.
You'd probably actually like Matt.
I was gonna say this is turning into last week tonight without the sketches.
You just have to talk in the stupid John Oliver voice, whatever.
You go
I can't do John Oliver.
Oh, what do you think of? What do you think of John Oliver, Tim?
John Oliver.
Oliver.
Related to John Oliver? I don't know.
I like him
yeah,
better
he's
when
funny
he was-
sometimes. I
He was
guess.
better,
Yeah.
he was better when he was just Stewart's bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think he was better before he had his own dedicated writing staff.
Any of you guys like Trevor Noah? He seems like nobody likes him anymore.
I actually liked
Yeah.
Trevor Noah's his first comedy special to go mainstream was actually really entertaining.
As a host, he's not that. He just
Well,
doesn't.
yeah. Well,
grab
I
it.
think most of the controversy about Trevor Noah and his politics comes specifically. Well, it's caused by the writing staff of The Daily Show.
Yeah, Liz Winstead's little cabal that she put together.
Yeah, like I think when he's writing his own material, he's actually quite entertaining. I think when he's relying on a staff, then he's just kind of hoping that someone else's joke will land. And
I noticed this before. Like,
I'm sure he works with
Colbert
the
was
writing
much
stuff.
funnier on the Colbert Report than he is on the Late Show.
Right, but I'm just saying, like watch his show that he's on now, The Late Show or whatever, and then watch his stand up back to back, and there's a clear distinction in style and even delivery. Like, I don't think he even necessarily likes the jokes, even if he does have some creative input on The Daily Show. I don't think it's his type of comedy. Like, he wouldn't tell those kind of jokes if he had his own creative license on it.
Wait a second, Wrath. The Liz is in the chat. She has a really good point. Tim is trying to get us to talk smart things. What the fuck, Tim?
I don't know what you guys normally talk about.
In Cut Stream,
it's a cut stream. What do you think
in Cut Stream, we usually have an alcohol blood level of.
No.
To be fair, the average blood alcohol level is severely dragged up by me.
Yeah, I was gonna say the average alcohol blood level is there blood in here?
Yeah. So, like, where does that put me? Because I've never drank and never will.
As an embarrassment to the stream.
I've made a.
What are you doing
I'm
here?
drinking it for both of us.
We have to take the opportunity. We've got Tim here. Tim, you would call yourself an SJW, right?
No.
Other people would call him an SJW.
Yeah, other
Maybe-
people would call me that. And they
maybe-
But would you call yourself a feminist at least?
You're in with the group of people that.
Well, I mean,
Wouldn't
I don't
call
actually call myself a feminist, but like,
I don't like this line of questioning.
No,
I don't
wait,
normally
wait,
bother
wait.
correcting people. Like, people
like this line of questioning. You wouldn't call yourself.
No. I'm pro-feminism, but I'm not sure if I'd call myself a feminist. Like, I don't have too many problems with.
This isn't the question to care about.
I don't have as many problems with feminism as other people do.
Tim, that's not. This is not the question to care about. Don't worry.
What's happening? I don't know what's happening.
No, what I
fucking do?
kind of lead
What I do
into
this
with
time?
that is, what do you think of Lacey Green and Chris Ray Gun being an item?
Well, I talked about it on 2 other streams, and my position is basically that I don't care who she's dating. Like, that's kind of like a straw man. Where people just like, people can date who they want. Yeah, like, no shit. It was just kind of annoying how she's become so hostile to like any criticism. Even like, it's using language that she should be used to. Like when the person said "chick of privilege," I mean, isn't that language that she's come out of? So she should sort of get where like that feminists talk like that and not get so offended. But she seems to be kind of like, you know, how dare you? How dare you criticize me? You don't like my love, which is so
Hang
pure.
on. Okay, hang on.
She's a little bit.
Hang on a second.
She's a little bit narcissistic.
Hang on a second. Where are you getting the idea that she's being hostile?
Oh, it was because the person from like Queer Kid stuff, whatever you think of her, I don't know. If you don't agree with what she does or don't like her or whatever, she sent like a you guys probably don't, but she sent like an email or a message to Lacey Green, and it included the phrase "check your privilege," and then Lacey got like super offended and was like, "You people are clueless," and blocked her. And I was just like, okay, I don't know, like I don't think the anti-social justice people from in the other direction would think that was blockworthy. I guess.
Where is this?
Oh, it's just around. It's on the internet. I guess I could find it, but
yeah,
no,
I would be
like,
interested to see that.
The wording wasn't like super perfect. It wasn't like the exact message Lacey would want to see. But I just like, I don't know. I feel like you should, like if you're talking about a dialogue, you should at least try to like clarify. Like, what do you mean, check my privilege? Like, what are you trying to say? What do you mean by that? You know. But instead, she's like blocked.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If I were on Lacey's level of, you know, massive following and stuff, you probably your shit gets blown up constantly. And then someone who you've never had dialogue with before tells you to check your privilege. I can kind of understand her impulse of fuck off.
Oh, I get that it's kind of stupid.
Yeah, fuck off. I agree. The whole blocking is something we regularly mock people for. we
Yeah.
should mock
I
the
mean,
people
I
suddenly agree
have
with
2
us
people
for it
blocked on
as
my
well.
Twitter, and nobody
But
seems to be.
I feel like she's currently in a state of like extreme sensitivity to people saying like, "Hey, I've got concerns." She's like, "Fuck off with your concerns." No, this is about like open, rational, free dialogue, and you cannot have concerns about what I'm doing.
Would you say she's reacting similarly to how Woolly Bumblebee did when she made her switch there?
When she did what?
Or Spino, even better example.
Well, when they did what?
When they kind of made the I don't like splitting us into sides, but the way everyone looks at it, when they made the switch from one side to the other.
Did they? What do you mean? They made the switch. Are they like S-Jews now?
Woolly, certainly. Spino, I'm not sure. I haven't really kept up with him.
Yeah.
But he's certainly
well, I don't know, like,
kind of done
you know,
like Lacey has
people
and gotten in with the other crowd.
On my super quote unquote side, they do things in ways that I wouldn't do. I don't have block lists and I don't have block bots, and I only block people if they're like, "Hey, I'm going to dox your wife." I'm like, "All right, I'll block you then." And or like recently, a lot of people were gloating at me about how my friend got killed, and that was just so disgusting to me. I was like, I've got no reason to ever talk to this.
Yeah, I agree with you entirely on that. I was disgusted.
But if someone's just a dick to me, I don't really. I would rather try to find out what they think, I guess. Or be like, why are you saying that? Like, what's your point? Recently, this guy's been raging at me on Twitter DMs and saying how disgusting and terrible I am and how I'm the lowest form of life and I'm just a pathetic loser and he said I'm a social reject and I'll never be popular and all this kind of stuff. And I just said, like, why? Like, can you explain, like, where did this come from? Like, what happened? Like,
and that's one thing. I've been tossing around the idea of making a video about it. I may or may not, but one thing that everybody misses is that Yukons are people, like real, living, breathing people with emotions and lives outside of this and all that, and a lot of them just view you as
this guy's saying that I mute people. That's true.
What do you mean by that when you say they don't think of them as people? Because people throw that around. These people are people.
I'm not talking so much.
What actually do you mean when
content
you say that? What are you implying?
The ones that I watch, but if you look at the comments and shit like that, it's attacks and attacks and attacks, and you can't blame that on obviously any of the content creators for their fans doing it, unless they are saying, "Hey,
the guy,
go attack this cunt."
Well, my question was more logical in nature.
But like a guy in the chat is saying that well, he said I put words in people's mouths and then I mute them. I mean, the words in people's mouths thing is subjective, but I do mute people a lot, and that is just when they get real fucking repetitive and keep saying the same thing over and over again. I'm like, I'm sick of you spamming me with the same shit, so I mute them. But then when I see them in a tweet chain, it's possible to click on the tweet and see what they say. So I often am looking at what muted people are saying. Just initially, I'm like, I'm so bored of you just saying the same repetitive crap, so I mute you. It's basically more of a spam thing than a disagreement. But if they say I'm going to dox you, or I want to come stab you in the face, or I'm going to hunt you down and, I don't know, rape your cat.
Dox you on
So what you're saying is you have Ogre muted.
I just like to jump in here a second. I've been trying to look this up. I can see nothing.
Are you familiar with Ogre?
Block like a man. I thought people didn't like blocking.
I'd like to jump in here.
No, we don't, and nobody likes Ogre either.
I've seen Antichrone has things that are less than direct attacks. Well, I've only really blocked people recently for gloating about my dead friend. That's about it.
Sure. It's only been a few minutes, but I've been trying to look for anything on this Lacey Green and blocking Lindsay or Queer Kid stuff. I cannot find anything. And due to the dirty, I cannot find anything about Lacey Green blocking anything from Queer Kid stuff or Lindsay from Queer Kid stuff. So
find it.
because of the nature of the Department of Dirty Tricks, it is possible that what circulated was manufactured.
Oh no, it wasn't. No, because I actually know her and talk to her, so it was real.
Which one?
The Queer Kids lady thing person.
Again,
Lindsay.
Because of the nature of the
I don't know her
Department
well.
of
I
Dirty
only
Tricks.
vaguely.
And now, Tim, I normally don't tread lightly, but I was wondering if I could ask you about something.
Oh, here you are. What'd I do?
About Russian Deadpool and that situation.
Yeah. Why would he know anything?
No, about his response to it.
Whose response to
it? Tim's.
My response to it.
Oh, sorry, that was you that asked that. Yes, yours.
Oh, yeah. What about it?
That whole kind of shitstorm on Twitter. A lot of people were kind of commenting to me because obviously it kind of sprang off of an idea that I had. That you were kind of like that they were worried about you. So I wanted to ask, like, are you doing all right?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, at the time I was pretty hard hit because I knew Heather, and I don't know. Yeah, it was just fucking sad. And then when I saw them making that stream where they're just laughing about it, like, I guess like to other shitlords on the internet it doesn't matter, but to me, who personally knew her, it was just I don't know, man.
Off a lot of us too.
Yeah.
So you don't like what I gather is that you really don't like dark humor. You don't like it when
I guess that I would things. Well, I guess I was personally involved. I was personally involved. Well, I don't like edgelording, which means I'm on the wrong internet. Because I don't like it when like someone's like.
I think there's a difference between edgelording for personal pleasure and edgelording for the reduction of pain.
Yeah.
The reduction of psychological pain.
Yeah.
I don't think that those two things are the same thing.
Genuinely do not believe that hangout that a bunch of shitlords had was about dealing with pain. They sounded very happy. They were having a great time. You know, they were like just sort of like laughing.
Sometimes there were a couple in there that were definitely not making it to deal with something. They were.
Sargon did say a few times, like, I don't know if this is right. Like, maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, Sargon and
I
somebody
can give him a
else.
bit of credit for that. I can give Sargon some credit. So there you go. Like, mark it down in your calendar.
Oh shit!
Some
What
credit
the
for
fuck is
Sargon.
this universe?
Whatever.
It's almost like
Whoa, we should rename the stream Tim gives Sargon some credit.
Tim admits his secret love for Sargon.
Oh Jesus!
I
Sargon
was gonna say, so when are we going to see the Tim Sargon collab?
It's actually gonna happen.
Fan fiction.
I'm really
collab of 2017, boys.
He said that I have no genuine friends and that I'm. He said a lot of mean things. It wasn't very nice.
Hey Tim, I want to ask you about something, man.
Hurt my feelings.
Oh,
All right.
Shit. Hey man, so did you watch that stream that I don't know if you were on it because I only caught about 30 minutes of it due to work. The stream that Michael had.
Hmm.
The one
What
about
stream?
talk about with the other side.
Oh, the one we had today. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't get to see what your opinion on it was. So I just wanted to hear like what's your opinion?
On what?
I'm just like talking with the other side because it seems like from the 30 minutes or so that I watched, it was just like I don't know what that one girl's name was, the Kiala or Kisala or whatever her name was.
Kayla?
Yeah, Kayla. Yeah, sure.
Or is like Kasara Vera? Is that who you're talking about?
No, not Kasara. No. Yeah, she was talking about. I don't know. She kind of seemed like she thought that a lot of people who were talking with like, feminists or whatever like that are just doing it for like the money, and it's like it kind of seems like a generalization.
Didn't Kayla disagree though?
No, Kayla was just like she was saying that we were in it for the money, and that people weren't trying to like talk or anything like that. They were just trying to make fun of you, and I agree to some extent of that because a lot of
I think that was specifically about Lacey, like people being cynical about her motivations.
I think it was
guess
in
because
in
now-
reference to Michael's stream with Peach.
Oh, I got sorry, I got no fucking clue because I mean I heard about that stream. I didn't watch it or anything because I'm so lazy. But I don't know. I guess you'd have to ask those people. I mean, like you can see how much I pay attention, which is very little.
Yeah. No,
I just like that stream. Like, there's too many fucking people. It's like 9 people, and you just have to wait for ages.
Yeah, it's like a fucking 3-hour-long stream too. It's like
Hmm.
I watched about like a fucking like sixth of it, but I just want to
But
know
my
what,
view,
what's
my
your
view on
opinion
engaging with the other side was just like, I don't mind engaging with the other side. It just gets tired of like the sides thing, like that. I always have to represent some side. You can't just chill out and like talk to people and
Exactly. That's my fucking. That's
you
my whole
can,
fucking
unless you
opinion
deal
on
with
it, too.
people like Copper Cab.
Like holy
I
shit!
don't know
like,
anything about that guy. What's his deal?
He's a Poe.
Isn't he fake?
No, wait, you don't know who Copper Cap, the ginger
heard of
septum.
He's a hazard to say troll because I don't
He's loud.
100%
No,
know just
no,
yet.
he's definitely a troll. We've
Yeah.
seen him drop that, or I don't know if you were there on the Chairview one, but I've seen him act.
I was
drop
there
that
on my
act
one that I did 2 nights in a row.
No, yours was the second one I was on with him.
Yeah.
So does he exist
and-
just to like tweak people?
Yeah, he's more of
but,
like
but for like a decade.
It's more
I
for
think
his own personal enjoyment.
doing this.
You say I think he enjoys the attention.
yeah. Well, it's kind of
No,
hard.
regardless.
30 million.
Obviously, anyone
What's it
who's
going for like
posting
30
their
million views?
But
like,
what I'm getting at is the loud, obnoxious, won't let you get a word in edgewise, point, talking point, not listening to you, those kind of people.
So everybody.
No, a lot of us.
literally
a lot of
everyone on
us.
the hangout.
A lot.
Well,
No,
I mean,
but
like, oh, sorry.
see, and remember, this one here isn't the engaging stream, but we're being cordial here.
Even though I'm one of them.
I wouldn't say we're being cordial. I've called Tim a cunt at least a handful of times.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's.
Well,
What? I thought that was just because of the name of the stream. Are you telling me that's not normal?
Well,
Cunt,
yeah, I don't mean it rudely.
cunt is not universally an insult anymore.
It's a
When I
total
call you a cunt, I mean it the same way I mean it when I call Wrath a cunt.
Yeah, it's like a
Endearment
faggot
here.
calling another faggot a faggot.
I put the
Exactly.
tweet.
It's actually becoming like nigga in that regard.
But like,
I
Here's
know
a-
now. I
Tim,
know
you
what-
can't say it. That's our term.
What? I don't know what's going on now.
but
Where have you guys gone?
I was gonna say cunt. That's our word.
but yeah,
I know that like cunt is a problematic word, but I can't help it because it just sounds too.
It's a fun word to
Just
say.
say
You
clunt.
can't help it because you're from the Australia New Zealand area and they love that word.
I know that I'm being a bad man, but damn it,
bad ally.
It's
God
just such
damn
a
it.
fun word to say. Tim, can we get a nice hard cunt right now?
I can't do it on demand. It has to.
Come
be
on, call me a cunt.
I want to be a
Call me a
Everyone
cunt.
cunt. We're all goddamn fine.
Do it.
No.
Cunt,
I'm
cunt,
not gonna call it.
cunt,
Cunt.
cunt,
Cunt.
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 Oh god, take that out of context and it sounds like a fucking a really bad online video.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like the kind of video that the fraternity really wishes they could take down.
It sounds like that.
It sounds like something you'd see in a historical drama.
That Game of
Like
Thrones
the
thing.
villains
Or
Game of shame. Except it's next level.
yeah, I was
That would be
gonna
a-
say-
All right, so the chat wants first off for you to say cunt for us. I'll ask the second thing after you give us a nice cunt.
I think this is hilarious. This guy just complained that I only talk about Sargon and Bering, and now he just said talk about Bering. Make
Yeah,
up your
and
fucking
I was
mind.
gonna say,
Wait a
fuck
minute, wait a
that.
minute. So word
Want me
association.
to talk
Tim.
about him or not talk about him?
Tim,
Tim,
just
just one last thing on bearing. Quick word association. First thing that comes to mind when someone says bearing, go.
Good.
I was really hoping to get a cunt out of that. I thought we had.
Yeah, you almost got a cunt there.
Yeah, I like beer.
Story of your life, huh, Tim?
What?
Cunt there.
I'm so fucking lost. But I want to go back to the thing that I was going to say. That then it went up derailed. Is I don't like edgelording because it's like if you say something offensive like, "Oh, the Jews had it coming" or something, and then someone's like, "Oh, that is offensive. You shouldn't say shit like that." You're like, "Well, I'm going to put you in an oven," and you bitch, and it's like, okay, you just go to the next level unnecessarily, constantly because you just want to. Like,
I think you're paying attention to that aren't quite the people you're actually criticizing.
But I think that's like pretty. I don't see anything admirable about it. Just constantly ramping up just for its own sake.
When it comes to edgelording, it's difficult to parse out desire out of that. Like it's difficult to parse out reasoning.
Well, I would say intent more than desire, St. Clair.
They want to push the boundaries, but
desire.
they're pushing them unnecessarily. Like when you don't need to be pushing the boundaries, you just want to be as shit as you can, you know? And it seems to be like quite applauded on the internet, to be honest.
It might have something to do with it might be generational. It might have something to do with how they were raised and the media that they were exposed to. And when I say media, I mean, you know, movies, TV, video games, etc.
Hang on.
Well, it's somewhat the current divide. Like there's people who are like nothing is offensive.
Are you trying to
If
tell
you're
me that
offended by
somebody
something,
who's
it's
been
your
raised
fault.
in the internet age and has anonymity at their fingertips is not going to say something edgy on the end?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I'm just saying that I don't respect it. It's not really my thing, but that's just.
Oh no, not your
random
people the ability to be as free as they
not you,
possibly
Tim. I meant St. Clair.
If you give people the ability to be as free as they possibly can and say you shouldn't go 100% on that, they're going to want to.
Yeah. No, but that's, I mean, I think that's why I gravitate more towards the social justice side, because if you're having a serious conversation, they're more willing to be actually listen to what you're saying. Whereas I think the anti-social justice side is they more want to push the quote-unquote free speech envelope as far as it can go, and it can
I kind of agree with that.
absurd.
Part of the reason why I've gravitated towards the more theologically minded people who are anti-social justice, the more of the there's a kind of well-educated Christian traditionalist wing within that I'm gravitating towards. Even though I'm an atheist, seem to be the best educated people. They seem to be the people most interested in actually talking about philosophical issues.
Here's
another discussing moral fagging. I mean, it just depends what you're into.
Well, I'm curious about something too. By what authority do you state that something is good or evil, or that something is right or wrong?
Evil. I just judge it on whether it's like you're being a dick for no reason, basically.
That doesn't. That doesn't.
Well, for its own sake, I feel like edgelording is offense for its own sake. It's not.
Is there a reason why?
What do you mean?
You feel that way?
Just because it's just, I don't know. I don't like seeing people mistreat each other. I guess. I'm sorry. That's very moral faggy. I apologize.
Okay, you don't like seeing people mistreat each other.
That there's a proper way for human beings to treat each other.
Wait a second, St. Clair.
Would like to.
You don't like seeing people mistreat each other. What's your opinion on how you and your group have been ganging up on Bearing?
Hang on.
My group? You mean like Christian crap? Well, she did make up a whole lot of false allegations against him, so it kind of makes sense. And he does spend his entire YouTube career trying to destroy people, so I don't have much...
You believe that there's an ideal to be reached when it comes to how human beings should treat each other, and you don't feel as if that ideal is being met. What is that ideal based on?
Just basic human...
Jesus Christ, we're going deep in this philosophy.
Stuff.
But you don't know, do you?
Human things. I don't know. Are we getting into the meaning of life and shit right now?
No.
I wasn't hoping
I'm just asking you to justify your morality.
Leave it to St. Clair to be Crumb Mycroft.
Little request.
Just because it's nice. It's a nice thing to do.
So Nick, what's your
Good
request?
enough for me.
Oh, St.
He's
Clair
just
was just
eating.
making a very simple request for Tim to justify his entire morality.
Well, I get it.
We only have so long, but please justify your entire view on your moralistic beliefs.
I'm
I
sorry.
get my beliefs from
I
Allah
want you to start from the time you were
and
born.
the Holy Quran. Allah Akbar.
And that's how the stream blew up.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ. So here's the thing. I think I disagree with you guys on or at least to Tim about there being like I think the anti-SJW side of things, so to speak. I think there's like layers to that, because there's certain people who are just like trying to be edgelords, like the Kekistani people.
Well, it's like how
then,
Tim.
hang on.
Tim is not
And then
Steve
you have-
Shives.
No, I know that, but then
Also,
there's like,
Politipod is not Bearing.
yeah, exactly. But there's like edgelords, and then there's like people trying to be funny, and then there's like people who are just doing like serious.
Well, it's so easy
reading
to
the facts.
It's so easy to dislike people like Francesca Ramsey and Anita Sarkeesian, and it's so easy to dislike them that and it's so easy to dislike that philosophy that people of every other philosophical persuasion will band together in a kind of defensive pact for a short time to deal with.
I'm a Christian in this community. I mean, I get not harassed, but it's like people call out my beliefs on religion like all the time in this community. It's like I kind of get it.
Wow,
like,
you're
where
lucky
they're
that you
coming
showed
from.
up now, because
What's wrong?
like
Oh,
4
yeah,
years ago
because
or
they used
whatever,
to
that
be-
was when they were
yeah.
really going after religion, and now they've replaced it with like
It used to
social
be the
justice.
atheist community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's the
Basically,
thing. It's like
people don't like it. People don't. When you tell somebody they have a right to this, they deserve this, and you change your mind on that, they get really pissed. So if somebody believes that they are entitled to something, if they're taught to believe that they're entitled to something, and somebody comes along who says you're not entitled to that thing, people get very, very aggressive and defensive of it.
Unless they're
Okay, so no.
unless they're spineless.
But I would like to go back to that whole.
I mean
you don't
that's why
like-
the same. That's why the same people who argue against religion will
Shut the
argue
fuck up,
against
Sinclair.
or argue against what they call SJWs.
All right,
I
Tim.
was going to speak about stupid.
You were
Oz.
mentioning you don't like to
Okay.
see people treat people badly, right?
Yeah.
So what's up with the whole kind of group attack on Bearing?
Can you
Because
just answer this.
he's like a massive bully, and he just spends all his time trying to ruin and wreck and destroy everybody. If he wasn't around, like that kind of shit, like I don't mean I'm not saying murder. I'm just saying if he wasn't making YouTube videos,
Well,
there
yeah,
would be.
we all know you
But-
weren't advocating.
But
murder.
what about the
Bearing
fact that-
Bearing broke the nap.
But
But I think it's
wait,
possible.
wait,
for
what's
my
your
empathy
feeling?
to
What's your
be
feeling? What's your feeling on
thin because
you-
it's just tested.
who struck first?
What does that mean?
What happens when you find out who threw the first stone?
Then I would look at the
Isn't there a
context of
point
why the
where that's
person threw
supposed
the
to-
stone.
Right.
Isn't that
So
supposed to
you-
have
when
like
you
an
go-
end
when you-
to it, though?
When you start peeling back all those layers you talked about and find out deeper and deeper and deeper in a situation that, oh, well, it didn't start here. It started
Yeah,
with.
that's not how it happened. Bearing
That
just
started
let
with Cain and
making
Abel.
videos about other people. He was not attacked first, but he also
Well,
didn't attack.
I
Bearing.
think
Was
people were
attacked
pissed off
first.
that he was
But he did
spending
not.
his entire YouTube career attacking other random tiny channels, and people got pissed at that. Eventually, they're just like, "It's really shitty how you just."
Was
keep
he
making
really
videos
out
on
of
certain
his?
channels?
Was he really out of his
Yes,
right?
yes. You all
Well,
felt
people have a right to say that that's a shitty thing to do.
Yes, certainly, and we all feel that. Let's take.
High five, you're roboting.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
that?
actually gonna
Yeah.
make this up
One
in
sec.
real quick, guys. It's like 3:45, so I'm gonna bounce out.
All right,
Better.
take care,
The
Nick.
breadth of legal behavior is far greater than the breadth of behavior that he is willing to tolerate.
What the fuck does that even
Oh.
mean, Sinclair?
Okay, what you're legally allowed to do is a lot wider than what Tim believes is socially acceptable to do.
Yeah, what I was saying was, you believe that what Bering was doing was wrong, right? And because you guys disagreed with what he was doing, it's acceptable to gang up on him and attack him.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely, definitely.
Non-intelligent.
Yeah,
And
because he's doing something shit.
yeah,
and we
when
want to,
people
like,
do
stop
it
him.
something like queer kids stuff
I
because
said can't, damn it.
they believe that what they're doing is wrong.
Who
It's not acceptable anymore. Now it's bullying.
Well, look, Barrington
Think
didn't have
about-
to change anything, and he didn't. He just said "fuck all of you," and then he made up lots of random accusations against Christy Winters that he just pulled out of his ass.
A bunch of random accusations that he kept pulling up evidence for.
There is a
No,
way
they-
in which you can support one of those things and not the other. Queer kid stuff is not aggressive. And
But it's inappropriate.
No, but they're
That's
But you guys
subjective
disagree with
or
what they do, yeah, I guess.
Or
Like,
subjective,
that they
rather.
aim it towards children or something. But I mean, I'm not too sure about queer kid stuff. I don't know if it's the right age.
Look,
to
if I
be
if
telling
I
kids
started
anything.
telling your kid about stuff,
shut the fuck up for a second. Were you just saying you don't agree with queer kid stuff?
I'm saying I'm not sure
Or
about
not
it because
necessarily.
I haven't seen the science about when is the best age to talk to kids about this kind of thing. You know, I don't know if they're telling
the
kids
start
to
of
do it early.
puberty.
it's not even about
See,
when.
This is
Who?
the type of stuff I like to talk about with the quote unquote other side because
I see absolutely no problem
there
with
is
teaching kids
overlap in our
about
belief.
transgenderism and all of the issues that queer kids stuff talks about. I just don't
Okay.
know if they're aiming their content at kids that are too young. I don't know if they
Okay.
need to know about that. I'm
Who,
not sure.
who is Lindsay?
don't know.
So you would prefer like queer teen stuff?
I don't know it. I would have to like look at some research. I'm just ignorant on it.
Tim, who is Lindsay?
A person.
Is she a doctor?
I don't know anything about her.
Is she a
I'm
child
fairly sure
psychiatrist?
she's an actor.
Psychologist?
I don't know.
I think he just said that he didn't know.
I was gonna say we have no evidence to believe that she is a doctor or a child psychologist. I believe is his point.
Yeah, we also have
Somebody you
no
should
evidence.
trust
Yeah, but
talking to your
you also
children
have, but you
about
also have
sexual
Hang on,
evidence.
issues.
let the man finish his
But
fucking
do-
thought. God damn.
But you also have evidence that her content is harmful.
Is that the issue? Would you like me to talk
Yeah.
to your child about sexual issues?
No,
Well, I mean, you can
my
kind of regulate
issue
what they
would be
watch on
more with
YouTube, right? You want them
the
to watch.
ignorance of science than
What do
the
you want
whole.
them to watch on YouTube?
Well, I think our whole issue was that initially queer kid stuff was actually allowed on the kids app.
Yeah,
Kids app,
that's
what's that?
pretty bad.
That's where I'm pretty sure that was Suit Yourself's problem when he initially approached the responding to the channel.
Now,
No,
here-
but look, I'm just saying I don't know about when it's right to talk about this kind of things.
Okay, now
Yeah.
let's put a freeze on this for a second. Here we are bouncing between two of the issues: content and presenter.
Someone in the chat said your toddler can't consent. Like, did someone say that a toddler can consent? Who said that?
Yeah,
Well, I
no,
mean-
I don't
well-
think anyone here is advocating for that
If
type.
queer kids
Stop.
Why would
Uh,
they
Who the
even
wait.
fuck
do
do you think Tim is? Zombie Politics 60
Tim
or
and
something?
Teddy and no, St. Clair's not new here. Tim and Teddy, you guys both aren't pedophiles, right? Just clearing it up.
No.
No.
What the?
Making- Oh, okay, there we go.
Jesus.
You know what? Nobody said you're fucking consent.
Somebody always takes it to just the next fucking level.
Jesus, we were just talking about edgelording, and then Schmeckle does that.
We're talking about
No, I was
Vincent
asking
Kent.
because that's a stupid fucking comment to make.
There was someone in the chat. yeah.
When I don't think anybody even made a comment about.
Well, did
Child's-
queer kids stuff say that?
If so, I would investigate.
Well,
if
queer
we're
kid stuff
missing something,
alluded
they
to
said that
consent in one of their more recent videos.
Also,
Yeah.
queer kid stuff talk about sexuality. I mean, that's a little bit too young, don't you think?
Well, I mean, I
I
think
don't
Tim's
know.
contention is
Who the fuck is that?
you just said he doesn't know. when
Well, I want to read more about
I
it.
think
Like, I
that,
don't
well,
like.
I think that sexuality is more or less the result of experience, particularly in males, and that doesn't really develop until later on in life.
But I
Yeah,
think
as
if
you
a
say, I thought
child
it was like a
says,
puberty phase development.
if a child says,
And I also agree with Antichronist. I think it should be who we're talking about. It should also be like if she was a doctor, I guess maybe it'd be a lot better, you know.
Okay.
But I mean, if a child says, I'm not sure about my, they wouldn't use these words. Use more simple, like child words, like my gender identity, or like I don't fit in these clothes or that clothes or whatever. You can't edge it out about that. You have to listen and you have to be like, okay, let's talk about this. Like,
Yeah, you can
We don't
certainly
mind if you
listen.
wear a dress. We don't know if that makes you a girl, but that's fine. You can wear what you want. You can do what you want to do. And then maybe eventually they'd say, I'm actually a girl. And then, like, what do? Do you edge it out and say, fuck you, kid? You're a boy. There's no,
No,
you
but
have
if
to
they
be a
wanted
boy.
to play with their poop, you would tell
I
them.
think only an ass would
It's
do
not
that. I mean,
Play-Doh. That's inappropriate.
Very
What's inappropriate?
very important not to change your parenting style.
What's inappropriate?
That's no. You're as a parent, you're supposed to instill them with the sense of appropriateness.
Well, you're
Now,
supposed to support them too, because they might.
yes,
just
but
present.
that's again, that's the word about appropriate. So
Well,
yes, you
yeah,
can,
I think
maybe
it's
if you want to
appropriate,
dress
but
like
that,
this
that
at
only
home,
goes so far. You can't. keep saying
Perhaps
you're not being appropriate.
perhaps people should be less open about their sexuality in general.
St. Clair, shut up. Copper Cab's back.
Hey, Troy.
How's it going, Troy?
Who?
Troy, that's you. You came in as the black guy
person
again.
Who most recently joined the Hangout. So, Troy, did you have some thoughts on the discussion we're having?
I just joined.
Oh,
we were
you
discussing
were-
whether or not queer kid stuff is appropriate and the subject matter relative to the
Troy,
target
question.
age group.
Back to what Anti
Queer kid stuff?
Have you
Is
never
Troy
heard of them?
Coppercab?
I don't think so.
Yeah, Troy's
Right, he's that person I keep hearing about.
Oh, Troy, this is Tim Blake.
Just left.
Troy bugged out as soon as you mentioned his name.
Whose name?
Sam refresh.
Yeah, Sam, you need a refresh.
As soon as you mentioned Coppercab, is that wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Apparently he's trying to.
But someone else mentioned it. I didn't say it.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't
Can
say
you
you
guys hear me?
specifically. I meant you as in someone else in the Hangout. I don't even know who said it.
Can you nerds hear
that
me?
would be me.
He's like the opposite of
always
Beetlejuice. He's like the opposite of Beetlejuice. You say his name 3 times and he leaves.
All right.
Hello?
You're not wrong.
But
Yes,
Tim,
Yes, we
I
can
hear
hear
you,
you, Sam.
So Tim, the main reason why I brought up this queer kid stuff is because it crosses two different ideas. It crosses who's talking about things and content. So that with those two separate issues, you have two things that you have to deal with. It's not just one issue. And that's
No, I'd
why
say it's a lot more than two, but
right, that's at least two. So that's why at least on my team, I'm not the only person that feels this way. On my team, we don't like single pointed arguments. We don't like hearing about one whole issue is just simply bad and we don't want to hear about it anymore.
I don't think anyone's making any of those arguments.
Well, a lot of the SJW argument is exactly that.
Well, yeah, no, sorry.
Right.
I don't think anybody here is making.
No, not in the room, no. But
So he's talking about the broader argument beyond just this conversation.
well, yeah, that's why I wanted to bring this up, is because in talking about how you see anti-SJWs, is that there's a lot of thought that the
To be
anti-side.
fair, going back to that shitstorm, I do remember one of your earliest messages was, I will not be involved in anything with these pieces of shit, or something along those lines.
Well, yeah, it was something to that effect. But it's like, I kind of feel like was kind of like mistimed whenever we did that.
Yeah, we did do that too early. It was.
I kind of feel like partly to blame for that because I tagged everybody in it, but
I have
regardless,
no idea what you guys are talking about.
the fucking thing about the collaboration to make a thing to Ivy.
Like the
Remembrance video, whatever the fuck. I can't remember what it was. It's something to that effect. Anyways, you said something to the effect of, I will not make videos with these pieces of shit. Bumblebee came on there, and Rollins came on there, everybody came on there, and just basically said, fuck y'all.
Yeah, it became a shitstorm. I understand it. It was, like you said, Sam, poorly timed. It was insensitive on our part.
But I
they were in the middle of, like, you know, one of the big parts of grief is anger, right?
Yeah,
What happened to Michael Rollins and Willie Bumblebee get angry at you guys?
Michael's a friend of mine, so he doesn't.
Michael Rollins said he has me blocked, so I didn't see any part of it.
I'm the opposite. Willie and Michael both follow me.
Fucking pissed.
Yeah. Well, she was quite close with Heather, I think. They knew each other quite well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the stream Christy did with Alia.
The remembrance.
I'm not gonna lie. When Kevin said he wanted to give you a hug, I was thinking the same fucking thing. You're breaking my heart.
It was pretty depressing.
It was.
But I mean, I've dealt with grief.
Depressing event. It's to be expected, though.
I mean, like last year, my friend hung himself, and that was extremely difficult. But eventually, you get through it. It just takes a while, and you know, I always think about him. So yeah, I'll probably keep thinking about her. But yeah, what the fuck can you do?
Yeah, I had the.
I'm gonna die. Like when I die, I hope some people are like, "That sucks," or they just be like, "Yeah, whatever." Anyways, look at Trump today. What a moron.
Hey, can I touch back on something Anti-Cronus said? Real quick. I just want to touch on something whatever the fuck his name is said.
You had it.
Hello?
You had it.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna agree with him on this one. I think our society's become a little bit too overly sexualized here in the last couple decades.
Overly sexualized? How's that mean?
You know, it's just come like super sexual for like no fucking reason. Like, I guess I don't know. It seems like like comparing like today to like 1940s, 50s, and 60s, we're trying to up the ante and raise the bar on so many things that
I don't know, that burlesque. Pretty risque shit.
So
I think
what I'm hearing is that you're Ronald Reagan reborn.
Yeah, I'm hearing Sam.
No, it's called being modest. No, it's called being modest. I mean, excuse me. I'm sorry for saying that, but I find that some of the things. Why? Let's have a serious conversation.
Outside of your God, what's inherently wrong with it?
What's inherently wrong with being overly sexualized?
Yes,
as long as soaring single motherhood rate, an increase in abortions for the last God knows how many years.
I have talked to a conservative about this before, and it was
that's the issue with having too much sex. What's the issue with being
which is correlating with over sexualization, because everyone wants to have sex after watching something that involves sex.
Correlating with the homosexualization.
So it's if you watch it, you'll want to do that type argument.
Yes, exactly.
Like the whole heavy metal. You'll shoot up your school.
No. That's not even close to the same thing. That's not even close to the same thing. No.
No, why not? Is the argument
the homosexualization thing you just said.
homosexualization. I said over-sexualization.
Over.
Oh, I thought you said homosexual.
I have no problem. I have
No,
no
it is
problem
really
with
the same
homo.
thing. because heavy metal songs
Gays,
don't
it's
go out
not
to-
wrath.
Hang on. It's all
Sounds like
boiled
we
down
need
to
more
a
gay
simple.
people.
It's all boiled down to a simple phrase: monkey see, monkey do. Is this true or not?
There's too many people on the planet, so we need more gay people, and they can adopt kids. And that would be fine.
Well,
with
they're
me.
putting chemicals in the water that will turn to fucking frogs here, you know.
Well,
Well,
I'm
but
gay.
it doesn't work on humans. I hope so.
Exactly.
We need more gay humans.
Well, guess what? I'm gay and I don't want to adopt kids. What are you going to do with me?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thank you for not filling the earth with fuckwits. Not that saying that you would raise fuckwits, but that there's just too many goddamn people.
No.
You
Jordan,
have
yes,
to,
I
be
raised
fair,
fuckwits.
you have to accept a child. You have
Filling
no
anything
choice.
with anything.
Is monkey see, monkey do
You
true
have to adopt a kid.
science?
You have no choice.
No, it's not.
That's an
Or-
interesting
or
question.
Not to the degree that arguments like pods try to push it.
What the fuck does that mean?
Not just pods, especially feminists. The video games teach boys to treat women like trash. Not like
That's not even.
If that were true, then
conservatives.
Sorry, does porn make people fuck?
Yes, it does. That's exactly what I was fucking
Does
saying.
heavy metal music make
hope so.
children go shoot up their school?
No.
What's wrong with sex,
I'm
man?
sorry, I watch porn when I'm not able to fuck.
You just got to be safe. Like you got to
I
listen to
don't
Lacey
fuck
Green.
because of porn.
Fuck.
Well, I
that's
mean,
all right.
well, here's the thing.
Be sure to wear. Be
Schmeckle,
safe.
are
Wear
you
a
fucking
condom when you
serious?
play
You are
video
so
games.
Okay,
Exactly.
you guys are being really disingenuous with this fucking argument. Listen. This is my fucking.
dude.
This is my fucking
It's
point.
not even that we're being disingenuous.
No, this is my
Your
fucking
argument
point.
is
God damn it!
ridiculous.
Listen to me for fucking 1 second. God damn
We
it!
are listening.
Listen. Okay. You go and you fucking watch the Super Bowl back in, what was it, 2003, 2004?
And then afterwards, I do not go and play football.
No, that's not what I'm.
What happened? What happened?
Stop being disingenuous and shut up and live in faith.
So
This thing.
you fucking see Janet Jackson get her fucking shirt ripped open. That's the most
Yes.
crazy thing that you've ever seen on fucking TV.
Bullshit.
Hey, I just saw a fucking titty. I'm kind of horny
Bullshit.
right now. Let me go.
That is
Let me
not
go
the
have
crazy
sex.
thing I've ever seen.
Whoa.
And I personally didn't even see that.
Whoa.
I just killed somebody in a video game.
That's not even
I'm
the same
kind of,
argument.
I kind of got a
It's not the
bloodlust right now.
Here's
I
the
didn't-
thing. I've seen that
Not fucking
footage,
same.
and
I never even saw it.
I've seen that footage. And if you were in the living room watching that at the time, there was not enough time for your brain to register what that was.
Oh shit, a titty.
But
Can you
even
control
if there
yourself
had
or anything, or like the moment you
Hell
see
no.
something,
She had titties before the shirt was ripped off.
No.
is it like a signal to you?
and you didn't even
Yeah,
see
it's
Nick.
a bad
She
signal.
had those
Like,
fucking weird
time
ass
to lose control.
But I didn't even see that. I didn't even watch that
It's too
Super
fucking
Bowl.
early in the morning for me to be arguing coherently.
I've seen the footage on YouTube. You can go look for it. It was
Wait, so what was
not
it- what was the
visible
wider
long
point
enough
about
for anybody who was watching live to recognize what it was until after it had happened.
But wait, what was the wider point there about?
I don't fucking know. It's
Okay.
fucking 4 a.m.
That
The
this
wider point was
the wider
God
point is
says
that this
sex
would have
is
made people
bad.
horny.
What
Porn
the fuck
makes
are you talking?
sex
Shut the
happen.
fuck up, Schmeckle. I'm so sick and tired of this fucking bullshit from fucking.
The
Andrew.
wider
Here's
point
my
is
fucking
that this would
problem.
have made
No,
people
hang on. Let me fucking speak. Just 1 second, please.
Okay.
Here's my fucking problem. Fucking God said. I'm not even fucking crazy about religion, to be honest. I'm really not. I'm not fucking fundamentalist, which everyone seems to think I fucking am.
Well,
I'm not
that's because
crazy.
you keep
It's
coming
not
up
about
with
fucking God.
fundamentalist
It's about having a
ideals.
fucking goddamn sense of decency.
Let the man
Here, let me
talk.
go fucking shake my ass in the fucking streets like a fucking monkey or a baboon. Yeah, that makes fucking sense. Let me go shake my ass to fucking music. Yeah, that
Are you
makes
saying-
sense.
No, I'm not
Is it,
saying it's
is
a
it bad
smart
to want to
life
have some fucking
decision. I'm
taste
saying
in your
it's
life?
not
Like,
a
seriously,
appealing
like, what?
horrible
No.
decision.
What is it? Is it bad to have fucking taste for something? Like, seriously?
Well, it all boils down to what can you get
Certainly
more
have
money
taste
doing.
for whatever you'd like, but just like any other opinion anyone holds, if I
force it
disagree
on
with it,
anyone else.
I'll point out why.
It boils down to what can you gain more doing.
No, it all. Don't forget. You're
To be
entitled
honest,
your,
that
you're
would
entitled to your
not be
position.
Christian.
But
you know what?
also don't
we've
force
actually
it
had
on
this-
others.
We've had this conversation for many, many years. Like this has been ongoing since like at least the 50s when like Elvis came along. So, I mean, this conversation about like is popular culture kind of like disgusting and decadent has been going for a very long time. It's not like this is new.
That's right.
Do you think it's a new thing?
Yeah, I think the controversy.
But my wider point was we're at a point where we
they
just
did
keep
not want to
raising the
show
bar.
his legs. I think it was.
Well,
Because it was-
before, like when Elvis came out,
Hips.
like the way he gyrated his hips, everyone was like, "Oh my god, that's."
I remember
It looks
that
like
he was
sex.
on,
That's overly sexual. That's disgusting.
Yeah, he was-
That
he
raised the
was on,
bar,
like,
and that
really
raised the bar.
important shows,
Hang
they
on,
wouldn't show
that
below
raised the bar to something else. That
the
raised the
stomach.
bar to fucking Michael Jackson in the '80s, where he was fucking grabbing his fucking crotch and shit, and that raised it up.
Michael
to fucking
Jackson.
Yeah, it's
He doesn't
fucking.
look very sexual though. He was such a red.
I've heard this argument so many times.
No, it's an escalation thing, all right?
No,
It goes from
politipod,
one to another to another to another.
politipod. New guy. I forget your name again. Teddy.
Yeah.
Says he heard this argument. Finish Pod's argument for him, because we've all heard it.
What Michael Jackson? They just keep driving out. All they do is keep. It's just raising the bar, raising. No.
Really, it's not really. Okay,
It is.
Tell me how many fucking months ago?
The thing they have to say aren't even as disgusting as.
Whoa.
Let me fucking talk. God damn.
Yeah, Pod, you finished. I thought he'd do better than
Here's
that.
my fucking problem. Okay, I'm not even saying that half the shit that we see right now is the worst thing ever. I'm saying that there needs to be a fucking less of it because it's fucking everywhere. You have fucking Miley Cyrus going on stage doing just fucking stupid shit. Like we had from going from Elvis to Michael Jackson to fucking Madonna to fucking like people making out on fucking stage in front of God and everybody, and then to having someone fucking twerk on a dick, and then having someone fucking like where the fuck are we gonna stop? Are we just gonna stop at full nudity on fucking stage at this point? Like seriously.
Oh, what's the issue with nudity though?
The fucking problem with it is that it's not
If it was a
fucking
regular
decent.
thing. If it was a regular thing.
If it was,
it would no longer be an inherently. I'm not saying
oh my fucking
by any
God.
I would support doing this.
I could.
Okay,
add,
here's,
really,
okay. Since you want to
if it
do
were
this,
a
to make,
regular
fine.
thing-
If rape is a regular thing, then why don't we just fucking
Look,
do it?
It's not the
If rape was a regular thing, it was fine. It's fine, right? Is that because that's what you were doing a minute earlier? So is that okay? now?
Pod, if the entire Los Angeles Coliseum was full of naked people, I could not get laid.
What?
Oh, to be fair, Anticronus, can you get laid now?
That's what I'm saying. No, I couldn't. So
I want
your
to pull out.
fears,
It's all about how one
your
personally
fears,
measures, potential benefit against potential harm.
your
Can I
fears
put
are
fucking
unfounded.
unpopular opinion?
That your fears based on accessibility versus personal virtues, values, and the realities of how sex works are unfounded.
I gotta say, like, I generally do not have any problem with like music or video
Hang on,
games or
hang on.
whatever.
Explain to me.
But-
Explain to me how we have an increase in sexualization in the fucking media, and then we have an increase in the fucking single motherhood rate. We have an increase in sexual bullshit. We fucking don't. You tried to argue
You
this
know
shit
what
with me
we-
the other fucking day, and I beat
know
your
what we
ass in
have?
the fucking argument.
You know what
I
we
fucking
have?
did it.
Oh my
You
god,
know-
now you sound like Naked Ape.
Do you
I've
know what
seen
we
this
have?
shit.
Because
We
Naked
get
Ape is always like so
74%
overconfident about everything.
74%
He talks
of
just like that.
fucking
Pod.
families in the black community
You
I
know-
are now
cursed you.
single
You
with
fucking you a
motherhood.
bitch. you
Stop
sick
saying my
man.
fucking
Baby,
name and
baby.
listen to my fucking argument. You
No,
retard.
you asked
Samantha!
the question.
Yeah. You
Shut your
fat.
mouth.
The question, and I'm giving you an answer.
Destroyed.
We're getting more honest reports on the statistics. That's what we're getting.
That can be
We're not
argued.
getting a rise.
More honest reports.
Yes.
We also have more
honest
accurate
more honest
reports
reports.
and more efficient reporting.
Exactly.
efficient reporting from fucking what?
I'm just saying
Have
it's
people-
easier
The
single
and
motherhood
more
rate doesn't go up
efficient
fucking-
to report
okay,
and
people
gather
have
this
more
data than it
efficient-
was
that doesn't-
20 years ago.
That people are
That
sexual.
has nothing to do with fucking raising in statistics of that fucking magnitude.
Yes, they are.
Like,
No,
Can I
they're
say-
fucking
I'm gonna say
not.
something
250
unpopular. Can I do
fucking
that?
percent raises in
Guys,
20 years.
let
That's
Tim
fucking
speak.
asinine.
Todd, you've been ranting for 20 minutes. Let Tim speak his piece.
Well, it kind of half backs up Politipod, but it's too feministy for him, so he probably wouldn't like it. But
Whoa.
I don't know.
Just speak your piece, Tim.
that was an assumption. But normally I don't mind like music and video games, that kind of shit. But I did have a problem with the song "Blurred Lines" because I felt like it was perpetuating rape culture. Go.
I've never heard the song. I've heard the
I
complaints.
feel like you know you want it.
Comment
You
on
know
that.
you want it. You know
Oh,
you want
that
it.
song. Yeah.
Oh,
It's about like a girl being drunk and you're not sure where the line is, but you go for it anyways and you just fuck her and shit.
There's been
Yeah,
music
no,
like that for 75 years, though.
that's not a good thing.
No, there was that cold outside
Like, it
song.
was a
That song,
terrible thing.
Yeah,
But the
maybe it's
song-
cold outside.
Baby, it's cold outside. I don't want to go. Stay here so I can rape you.
I love
It's
that
like,
song.
Don't do that. Please don't. Don't do the
I
rape.
love that song.
But
Well-
like that's the thing. Like I don't care about music about like nudity and death and heavy metal and chaos and violence. But when I heard that song, I was viscerally like offended. Like,
But
rape
you
is
guys
telling
also
these men
you guys-
to, like rape
Rape is
women.
worse than death.
you guys are also forgetting a fact that girls have this game called. Well, I don't want to look like a slut, but I really want. It's called what's sorry, it is getting.
Are we going into some MGTOW shit, Anti-Cronus? Because
No.
I'm
hard to get? That's what it's called.
Well,
Can
I
I
think men
well,
should
yeah,
be
it's hard to
careful
get.
though, because like men don't want to be accused of raping someone, so they should be cautious, shouldn't they? Isn't that just
Yes.
logical?
Exactly.
You know. So, but that song is like, if she's too drunk.
All you have to
don't
do, well, all you have to do
I-
to make
I'm
it
not
look
validating
My
any
phone's about
of
to
the
die.
stuff.
I gotta
person
go.
who's
I'm gonna argue this better in the fucking tomorrow because I'm fucking tired.
Okay. I would like to ask him though. Men should be careful so that they don't get accused unnecessarily, meaning when they're innocent, of rape, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know if they're innocent, but if they're worried about being accused of it.
No,
then-
that's what I mean. If men don't want to be accused of rape, they should be careful about the women that they're hanging around with and shit like that, right?
and also their own choices, like what they do. Yeah.
Exactly. Kind of like how women should do the same to make sure that they don't get raped.
or that they don't rape others.
Or that, yeah,
True,
women,
because forced
that women
development is a thing.
rape or
Yeah.
get.
And this is more popular.
Well, I mean,
but
there is a
women
little bit of a double standard here.
falsely reported.
And this
I
is.
mean, is it an urged double standard? I think it might be.
Hi, Amanda.
Hey, you can't have a rape talk without
But-
a chick in here.
But I don't actually think
True.
that those two things are actually opposed to each other. I think they're kind of different points.
No, they're not opposed at all. I was comparing them.
Yeah, cool. Because I think like being concerned about being accused of rape is slightly different than like what women should do. Like,
Yes.
I
But
don't
what
know.
I mean,
I guess like should they be
Women-
worried that all men are
We don't
rapists?
really have to worry
No.
about being accused of
what
rape.
I mean is if you're being intelligent about it, logically, men
Right.
and women should both be taught not to rape and not to
Oh,
get
no.
raped, or
Because
how
people get
not to
offended
get
when you
raped.
say men should
I don't
rape, so you
How
can't
are you
say
gonna
that.
teach someone not to rape? That's
I
so
don't. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Well, I mean,
That's all I know.
you can't teach it, but you should make the
If someone really wants to rape, they're gonna do it.
Well, I mean, basically, you set clear the moral standard that rape is wrong, but you also set clear that you're responsible for your own safety.
rape might happen, so here's how to avoid it happening.
Well, yeah,
That's
yeah,
basic shit.
like-
That's we have
like
society.
you're responsible for your own safety, and here are ways to protect yourself if you're put in a situation where you could be at threat. You know,
But
carry
we have-
mace.
And in the first
whatever.
world,
Exactly.
We
It's
have
not
a
a game.
society
Don't drink
that
too much
tells-
around people you don't know.
This, we should be teaching this. We should be fucking teaching both.
in the
Yeah,
first
but we have a
world,
society that tells you that rape is wrong, and we have laws against it and shit. And it is on the parents to teach their children.
Oh, no,
about
no,
personal fucking
I should
responsibility.
clarify.
But you're also making assumptions about men, I
Look.
guess. Are we all assuming
No.
that men are just like crazy?
I'm saying
No, that's what I'm
in
saying.
general,
Don't
like by
assume.
their parents.
It
should
sounds
be-
like we are. We're saying that men are just unhinged rapists.
but again,
No, that's
in
what
the
I'm saying.
first-
Don't
think that-
assume.
No, I don't
that
think
men
anyone's
will
really making that argument.
Rape.
Well, like somebody has to rape someone
in
for
the
the rape
first
to occur.
world, we
Well,
are
chicks rape
definitely
dudes all the
better.
time.
In the first world, we are definitely better at this than in the other
How do you know?
Because
because their rape statistics are not so great.
And we also
Ours are, but theirs are
unfortunately, we now have much more video evidence of what goes on in their culture.
And you know, those straight up come out and tell you in Africa that they get kidnapped and sold to men who are like war
Africa,
criminals or whatever, war kings.
Africa,
goddamn men,
Middle East, South America, Southeast Asia, even just their home live me videos, VidMe videos, yeah, and Russia.
But that is a weird thing about women have to watch what they wear and protect themselves, is that it is kind of like yeah, but it is kind of like unwritten or unsaid that because men are such predators.
Here's no,
of course, but someone has to protect them.
I don't want to seem racist about this, but it's the most easily understood word to use for it. Machismo.
What?
No. I know what machismo is because I grew up.
I want to hear what he has to say.
Go ahead.
Can you please repronounce that word without unnecessarily using the Italian
Well, that was supposed to be.
Just say it like we say it in English.
The macho-ness.
No, dude, machismo.
That's what I was looking for, but
that was my exact
machismo
when
might
I
be a
said that
Canadian
men
pronunciation.
be cautious
Oh,
so that
maybe.
they don't get themselves in trouble by being idiots.
But the cultures of the further away from the industrialized and educated world, the first world, the more unfortunate it's going to be, where the gender roles and the gender ideals are going to play, and the men are going to be expected in those poorly defined cultures to be barbaric. The strong and the mighty are supposed to be uncaring, unfeeling, and powerful, and it's okay.
Oh wait. So you're saying it's toxic masculinity?
That is not the definition of machismo.
No,
that's exactly what you just said.
Right. I'm not. Well, I was splitting between you and Amanda. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying I didn't totally want to use that word, but it was the easiest way to explain.
But that's exactly the point you were making. So why didn't you say that instead of machismo?
Well, I didn't have the right word.
I grew up in New Mexico. My mom married a Mexican man. Like they basically, well, part of my life I grew up there. I grew up all over the place, but I was close to getting a quinceañera. I know what machismo is, and that is not.
Yeah, but we're in first world. But like I'm saying, you drift further away from it, and it gets even worse. And the idea that
you turned too feministy. Everyone's angry.
No, it's not that
you
I'm
say
angry,
toxic masculinity.
that I disagree with him.
How fucking dare you?
How fucking dare I?
Why do you think all masculinities are evil?
Well,
Satan.
It's not that, and it's not that I agree with. I definitely don't agree with it. But unfortunately, we're talking about too much tradition, too much superstition.
I do agree with toxic masculinity.
Too much.
I'm sorry to offend all of you.
So you are a supporter of toxic masculinity?
No, I don't support it. It's a bad thing. I think there is a question about how we define it. Like that.
Tim, you're not giving me any sound clips here. How am I supposed to be bearing you?
I mean, the split.
Dude, he's barely blocking you.
The split between toxic masculinity and beneficial masculinity, or neutral masculinity, whatever you want to call it, is not well defined.
Now, Tim,
say that regular masculinity is something that's not necessarily harmful to anybody else. It's just an expression of your masculinity, and if other people get offended by that, that's just them being overly sensitive.
Now, would you say your masculinity levels are in the normal range?
No, I have to get my testosterone checked. Apparently, people always tell me that.
Now, Tim, You were.
Oh no, I meant were they too toxic? You're saying they're below the range.
Oh, I'm not sure about the toxicity. I don't know if there's enough.
I'm the one that was talking to you about the queer kid stuff earlier. Now, another thing I'd like to bring to your attention about the anti-SJW side. One of the things about anti-SJW is about that we don't believe legislation is necessary.
For what?
Anything about it. I mean, yes, the ideals are good.
Well, y'all want to legislate away our free speech with your bullshit.
We don't want legislation for anything. Like,
that was a bit hyperbolic. Okay, but I mean, equality is good. Rights are good, but to legislate it, that
you need
can't
some
legislate.
Like you can't have a society without some legislation. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, true. I mean, some legislation.
Yeah, we have
You literally have to
the
have
point
some.
that everyone's a criminal at this point.
Right.
At this point, you're just agreeing with everybody for.
I do a ANCAP.
But okay,
Well,
now,
everyone
now, hold
who's
on.
saying one to
I want
Eminem
to
is a
get past this. I want to get past
Hold
this
up.
point.
You want ANCAP? I asked that seriously. Are you an anarcho-capitalist?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm a little off the grid here.
Well, because anarcho-capitalists don't believe in government. They want to abolish government. And this, when you say no legislation, I just hear abolish government.
Well, I'm a little I'm kind of further off than that. I'm a little.
He believes in despotic tyranny.
Oh my God. Okay.
There's no legislation.
I mean, I wish I'm kind of anti-human, but no.
Well, even just like that, you have to drive on a certain side of the road. Like there has to be a legislation for that.
I mean,
well, no, roads are theft.
Oh God.
I mean, we're too new for you to really understand me, so I'm gonna give that the primary the primary of why you won't understand where I'm coming from exactly. So,
Sorry, I distracted you.
Yeah. But if you want to, get to know me better, we can always do that. So
all of us regret.
But one of the things that most reasonable anti-SJWs do understand is there are parts of the world that still need change. But the first world has done pretty much everything needed for equality.
Yeah.
And that's why we kind of want to stop having to hear it.
Yeah, there are certainly still issues, just not a lot of the ones that a lot of people are pushing.
Yeah, like if you want to fight for equality, go somewhere where it's necessary.
I think the next thing that
haven't we been saying that's inequality for 250 years?
Well, the next thing that everyone's finding out is representation in terms of like women being represented in governments and being represented in certain fields.
Okay, are you talking about in your country or my country?
Just in general.
You're talking about equality of outcome rather than equality of opportunity, and it's fucking retarded. If women want something, they can go get it right now. Go fucking fight for it and get it. You want a STEM degree? Go get one. Nothing's stopping you.
In my country, we have equality of opportunity.
You just stop woman-splaining me.
I was gonna say, I
Timmy
was gonna say, I think we've actually stepped past equality at this point because there are literally incentives to get into college and programs that benefit you directly, exclusively if you're a woman.
Yeah,
that do not exist.
No, that's not stepping past equality. You shouldn't frame it that way.
I mean, look. I mean,
okay, how is it not stepping past equality of opportunity?
It is.
That's more.
I wasn't. Don't frame it that way.
I wasn't putting forth some kind of thing. I was just saying that's where I think that that's where I think the fight is. That's where I think people are focused. I think they're focused.
Like I said, that's why I asked. That's why I asked in your country or my country, because in my country.
I wasn't trying to argue for it. I was saying like that's where they're focused.
Please let Tim get a word in.
Yes.
No, what I'm saying is that's like I was asked where they are actually focused, and I'm saying I think they are focused on representation. That's all I was saying. I wasn't trying to put forth an argument that you might not like.
Okay, I'm sorry. I kind of made a leap in logic there. But here's my thing with representation is there's nothing stopping anyone, literally anyone, from going for those high power positions. It's like what?
I don't know about his country, but here
in the U.S., in the United States, I don't know how it's set up in your country. To be fair,
if women are not represented in a certain area that pays more, that there's going to be more of a wage cap because they're not going to be paid as much because they're not going to be in
They
the
didn't choose
higher
that.
paying roles, you know.
They didn't choose that. That's their choice.
Right. I mean, well, part of that is that's tradition. That's sort of like what people are kind of used to doing. Like when you grow up, I guess they'll be like, you know, it's really easy for you to be a teacher and it's really easy for you to be a nurse. It's really easy for you to go into these certain roles, but it's not quite so easy for you to be these other roles.
Okay,
So you don't believe that when you're brought up in life that impacts you at all? Like
There's
upbringing,
definitely such a thing as gender roles when it comes to occupational choices. I think there may be it may be naturally based. It may be somewhat.
It might be predisposed to believe that
I don't
it will
really
be
know.
perfect for you one day.
I grew up the
I
child
agree.
of drug addict parents. I had 4 jobs when I was 9. I had to crawl myself out of a hole and not be lazy to do it.
Yeah, this is what it's.
Yeah, but you're not every person. You're just you're a better
But every
person
person
than
could
most
do
people.
In my
They
high
could,
school,
yeah.
Every year we had a female on the football team. We had at least two
someone in the chat
at
is
least
like-
2 girls that were trying to get on the baseball teams, not softball teams. In the cities, we had girls on the city baseball teams. That's just in my city. My high school, in the 4 years I went, we produced 5 MLB baseball players. 2 of them are Giambis, 2 of them are Lytles, and I can't
People
remember
are
the
saying
first
that
one.
I have a problem with stay-at-home moms. Like, when did I have a problem with that?
No, I think they might be taking you out of context.
All right, thanks. We're gonna start wrapping down now. It's fucking 4:30 apparently.
Well, so if we want to continue this discussion, for anyone who wants to, I can open up a stream on my channel and we can continue this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to shut this one down though. So
it's still early for me.
Tim,
I'm pulling an all-nighter.
in case you're interested, Tim, in case you're interested, Robin Gething opened up a stream talking about Qatar.
Oh,
my gosh.
Okay, well, I mean, if you guys want to keep up this discussion about the whole gender roles and things like that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it to Amanda, and I'm going to trust her to drop it in the side chat here so we can continue on my channel.
I'm on my phone.
Let me.
Okay,
then make
Orange, are
those-
you on a PC?
Yeah, I'm on a PC. I can do it.
I'll send it to Orange.
All right.
And
All
I'll
right,
send you the
we
invites
have
to
a
the
bunch
Amanda.
of cunts here tonight. We got Tim Blake. I'm Schmeckle. This was a cunt stream. There's